Told you guys yesterday. You guys didn't fucking believe me. I told you the weather changes around here. And you're like, no, it doesn't.
It really
does.
doesn't.
We fought about it, and I was fucking right. So there you
know, it seems like this might be a more consistent New England weather, if anything. Snow twice already? Come on. I'm playing along.
I don't understand.
I don't know.
Why you, you always sit there?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? All right. It seems further. Oh, is it because Jerry
I'm a
was
little
here?
further away because of Jerry, yeah.
Okay.
Do you want him closer?
I do
Give
not.
you two
No,
some
I like
space.
that. Maybe
I'll snuggle right up to
Why don't
you.
you and Steve do a show together in that studio?
Oh, you want me to move in there?
Oh, and I know people are going to, we'll get to it later. We'll actually talk about the Jerry show later.
Yes.
But we'll probably talk about it before and then just repeat
and then
ourselves later.
Yeah, okay.
Because we taped an interview yesterday with Matt Walsh, who doesn't like pornography. And we talked about that. And it was fine. I think it was okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was good. We're always looking for disagreement, and we found it.
Yeah. So we'll
He was
get to
on
that.
Portnoy's phone, but...
at times. It wasn't quite that bad.
No.
And we'll talk to Dave later in the week, I believe, as well. In the week full of Minihane and Minifans talking to the higher powers at Barstool. A very, very presidential fireside chat with
sort of
DC and Erika Nardini last night. I mean, it's
two bigwigs, a
I think if
president
you were
and a CEO going at it.
I think if you're a conspiracy theorist, which I'm not, there were lots of pauses and lapses in time and questions unanswered that would lead some to believe that there may, I don't know, something nefarious at foot. But we'll play some of the sound here in a moment. I wanted to start, though, because it did interest me, that I can't help it. It does. It tickles me. I can't. The Cullinane Callahan thing is just, and I know you're lying, but on this one,
I don't think so.
No. Oh,
he's
Robinson.
Good producer. He's good technically.
Steve says there is disarray in the Callahan camp.
I'm going to say we don't have to worry about that producer for Thursday, Steve. We're all set. I think we have one for Thursday and Friday when you're in Madawaska. And, potentially a third intern, which I'm excited to have.
Okay.
Intern Dave, which will be good.
Excellent.
So I'll announce it here, and then we could talk about it. If he wants a call, that's fine. Last night at 10:30, Gerry Callahan removed Dave Cullinane as producer of the Gerry Callahan podcast.
Is that true?
That is true. He is out.
Now, I've been maybe I'm too gullible with you. Hey, but listen, pal.
I'm starting the show breaking news here.
Wow.
True.
Breaking news. Is it true, Jerry?
True.
Yes, it's true.
Jerry says it.
I mean, not really, but I hope it's true. I'd like it to be true.
Well, on this one, Jerry, I think, has the right to be pretty upset.
Again, as only our show does, we'll delve into other podcasts in our Barstool that we really shouldn't care about, but interest me anyway, so I don't really care. Mm-hmm. So I understand, and you could tell talking to Jerry yesterday that he thinks that I've had it easy because Barstool set everything up for me. Right, which I would say that, again, I don't know the level of Barstools. We'll play some of that sound later. I think Barstool leaves us alone, which is what we want, and we'll always want.
Your team has got it.
My team has got it.
I'd love to see, like, Kirk try to do what I've done.
What has he done?
I'm not really sure, but that's okay. Whatever. He's called his three.
Jerry, do what I've done. Do a show for once.
He's called three friends of his, and they've given him advertising. Like, congratulations. Congratulations. Another fucking, sidebar, if you will. The congratulations T-shirt has taken longer to fucking put together than to elect.
Not a lot of great options so far.
I mean, Jesus. So, I want congratulations, and I want like a weird Steve face. I don't want anything in Russian.
Congratulations.
The first one is closer in spirit than the second one.
Okay.
Don't you think?
I agree.
Do you agree with that, Steve?
Yeah.
But neither are great. They're both missing something.
They're both missing something.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know what that is. But I was
it's
wrong.
too hard to find a weird Steve face, I guess.
It's true. I was wrong, and it should. Oh, congratulations! It should just be congratulations, because that's the takeaway. Because we never say, "Oh, it's just." Let me hear it, Steve.
I do say the O's.
Congratulations.
I know, but
my favorite part is
it's more of a huff.
Yeah.
What do you say after that? Like, what are you about to get into something else? Let me hear it one more time.
Oh, congratulations! Also,
well, the thing was
full mockery to this poor person. By the way, the thing we didn't even cover. So many things we don't cover on the show. What podcast in fucking the universe where a man, it is not celebrated enough, in the history of Madawaska, Maine, there have been 0 keys to the city given out. Correct, Steve?
Correct.
0.0. Until when?
Until Kirk Minihane.
Until February 2020, 2020, when I'll be given the key to the city of Madawaska, which will...
Congratulations.
Thank you, which will allow me to go in people's houses or to restaurants and take whatever I want.
Oh, is that what it
do
does?
Yes,
Good.
do it. That's what I assume. It's the key to the city.
Yeah.
So I'm getting the first ever key. That's true.
Yes. Within the city limits of Madawaska, no laws apply to Kirk Minihane after you have the key.
There's going to be an official ceremony.
Yes.
With the mayor.
I don't think they have a mayor. I think they have a town manager.
Town manager. Fine. And whatever is it, Jacques will be there.
Listen, if Kirk Minahane's coming to town, let's get a mayor.
Yeah, why is there no mayor?
Come on.
Will this be presented at the live show?
That's what we're working on, yes.
What do you mean that's what we're working on?
That's it. That's what the plan is. I don't know. I'm going to accommodate the city officials there. We're going into like a foreign government here.
Whoa. I'm accommodating who? Who's accommodating who?
The people who are giving you a prestigious award.
Boom! I'm putting in fucking moolah right there. Boom, boom. Like in Donnie Brasco when fucking Lefty says to Donnie Brasco when they're going over the bridge. And he says, when Sonny Black was in the can, which is Michael Madsen, he's like, who do you think gave 200 fuzzles every week to his girlfriend, to his mistress? Me. Bam! 200 fuzzles every week.
I like that.
It's a great movie.
This is more like
movie?
I've seen it once.
Oh, it's the fucking greatest.
I need to see it again.
You're like,
I
go
was too
watch.
young when I saw it.
That is a movie recommendation of the day. Go watch Donnie Brasco. Donnie, put the win. I'm catching a fucking draft here.
So that was exaggerated Pacino, but good.
Oh, exaggerated Pacino's always good. But the point is, I've been there.
Yeah,
like it's fine. It's that's what you want. But I'm saying it's, if you've ever seen Heat, the guy's fucking foaming at the mouth. The Devil's Advocate.
I was going to say Devil's Advocate's a bit much.
Not really underacting, but Glengarry Glen Ross. But he's where'd you learn your trade? And Glengarry,
you stupid fucking cunt.
You stupid fucking cunt. You company man. Never open your mouth until you know what the shot is. You fucking child. Anyway, we're sitting here bowing over to fucking Jacques Hameau, the town manager in Madawaska.
No, we're not bowing over.
You should be fucking crawling through the snow to hand me the key. We're bringing in $500,000 worth of revenue to that town. They're going to build. There should be a statue. That, by the way, that's an order. There should be a statue.
It might be a snowman, but sure.
No, isn't it fucking frozen? I don't want to build a snowman. I want a real I'm not going to be. I'll be modest for a moment. Call it 60 feet high.
Do you have to take on any
fuck are you
responsibility?
laughing at, asshole?
Nothing.
I'll produce this other podcast you were around with yesterday?
Just a 60-foot tall statue.
Yeah, we're on Spotify.
Almost.
What are you saying?
Are there any responsibilities that come with this honor? Do you have to do anything?
I'm happy to.
in
Mostly
charge of,
ceremonial, I would think.
I mean, they call it
Waste
first.
management.
They call it first rights, but I'm sure the people of Madawaska are begging for some genetic diversity. So,
Okay.
Well, I am French though,
That's true.
so I'm already kind of there.
Yeah.
But no, I imagine I get a first kill or whatever.
Good.
I've always thought, and again, I'm not telling the Minifans to do anything. I've always thought the nice mile of one of those highways dedicated to me would be nice too. Maybe up in Madawaska, maybe a bridge or something.
Yeah.
If one of the Minifans die there, you leave flowers and everything at the site of like a crash. Instead, just dedicate that
What about
to me.
the lake? Minihane Lake.
Minihane Lake has a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
I could take a swim in that or go ice fishing in the summer. And God, that water must be cold in the summer even, huh?
Yeah.
Jesus. That's one of the things about Maine. I love it, but it's the fucking water.
How warm does it get in the summer up there?
In Madawaska?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's way up north. I mean, I assume when you go to Nova Scotia in the summer, when I've been there, it's like 60 degrees in the summer. Well, sometimes
And we're north of that.
We're
probably north of where you were in Nova Scotia.
Probably are.
Yeah.
So it's probably low 60s. I love that, though. I don't like extreme heat.
It's good weather. It might be, in the summer, it might be black flies carrying you away, but.
Oh, some of that? I've never had experience with that in my areas of Maine. People talk about that, but we keep them away.
Really?
The ocean. It's strange how that works.
Be nice.
Anyway, where were we?
Jerry's
Madawaska.
podcast.
No, it was somewhere else. Madawaska.
Key to the city.
Barstool.
We kind of jumped into the key to the city. You were talking about Jerry.
I wasn't happy about that. We didn't mention it. That wasn't brought up yesterday, which is outrageous. I'm also mad at the Minifans for something else, which we'll get to. So Jerry, this is not Jerry's fault.
Not at all.
This is you have to keep in mind, and I don't use this phrase, this word loosely, an elderly man. You saw him yesterday. This is not somebody who knows what's going on.
Sure.
True.
Like he's being propped up just basically by the Bob Snyders and Dave Cullinane, just to prop
He was
it up.
impressed with my work in podcasting.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah, exactly.
This is like Reagan. All great respect, Steve. This is like Reagan the last year or two of his presidency. Like we're propping.
I would have to agree with that.
We're propping this guy up
Not
now.
as funny, but
No, God, no. He's not.
I don't want to say, but he did shit his pants while he was in the studio
He's close.
yesterday.
He does tell the same jokes, but I mean, what are you going to do? So the way we did it, and Steve and I were talking about this yesterday, Mike, you weren't part of the team yet.
No, but I remember.
Was, we kind of knew, and Barstool was a great help, but we're both, and I think I'm a little younger than Gerry, so a little more savvy, and Steve is, maybe he's younger than Cullinane, but that doesn't matter. He's just smarter than Cullinane.
Like 10 years younger.
That's true.
Yeah, who knows how old Cullinane is. To get your shit ready day one. That doesn't mean day one of the podcast, but if you come on a big podcast and announce that you're going to start a podcast.
You got to be ready day one of promotion.
To kind of, and then launch this Twitter avatar.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
What's wrong with that?
Disappointing is that?
Nothing.
What's wrong with it?
No, I like it.
I don't see well. You think there's something hilarious about it?
No, it's funny. I like it. It's a cartoon drawing.
Yeah.
And it's got Shea Concrete on his T-shirt, and he's got a microphone, and he's yelling. He's outraged about something.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, he's not happy.
I think his logo should be a middle finger.
Underneath it says,
"Fuck you."
I think that was actually, it says politics, sports, and revenge underneath.
Yes.
He'll get mad at me, but again, fuck up. I mean, if you get mad, I've promoted this podcast like nobody in the history of the world has promoted anything. Like, you think I'd be getting...
And by the way, you're still promoting it now.
That's true.
All publicity is good publicity.
He knows that. Well, I don't know if I agree with that. Like, Matt
I'm
Lauer agrees with that?
I'm saying it to soothe Gerry before you...
No, I'm just kidding around. I want it to do well. And the reason I want it to do well and why I worry is this. So it launches yesterday. Not launches, but you know what I mean. This is the announcement. And there's fucking nothing. No one's on Spotify. I mean, statistically. No, am I wrong, Steve? What are you showing?
No,
me?
you're right. I'm
grimacing. Should be on
grimacing.
iTunes. This is completely 100%
Yes.
the fault of Dave Cullinane, who was
right, Cullinane?
busted in a lie yesterday about that email. And kind of is just lies to cover his ass.
But not only that, did you noted the attitude he walked in here with when the show ended, and Cullinane walks in here, and Gerry says, "That show up on iTunes yet?" And Dave goes, "It'll be up." Yeah. And Kirk just goes, "Oh yeah, it'll be up. It'll be up. Don't worry, Gerry."
Oh, I've been there. I've been there with him.
When I heard that question, I was like, "Are we talking about a tweet here?"
I thought he meant the video of the announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were still recording.
Because we know it takes Cullinane a long time to download video, so I didn't know if it was just the video of the announcement.
Yeah.
But he meant, and I was like, this fucking thing's not on iTunes yet?
Yeah, it doesn't happen day of. You can't do it while you're in here. And
We have to
expect
bring
it
Gerry
be up.
back like next Tuesday and do the whole fucking thing again? Like, is it going to be on iTunes then? Like,
Might
what?
have.
3 to 10 days.
How is this not done? This show launched it starts out in September.
Yeah. The Twitter account was made in September.
Oh, it was?
According to,
Oh, it says start in
September 2019,
Yeah. Which I follow, and Cullinane's doing a good job, and you should follow. What is it, at Callahan Show?
Callahan
Podcast.
Podcast.
Not show, sorry.
Right.
At Callahan Podcast. Follow
That was
him.
another thing, because you said Callahan Show, and that was another thing I was going to get on Cullinane for, because I was like, if it's called Callahan Podcast,
Right.
but it's Callahan Show, that would have been a disaster, but it's not.
No.
Luckily.
There's other reasons why it's a disaster.
Yeah.
I think
So
you're
the Gerry
nitpicking.
Callahan podcast.
So, but, I want him to do well, and I think Cullinane is a big, roadblock in this thing unless he gets his shit together.
Right.
I don't think we can put it 100% on Cullinane.
Yes, we can.
What about
Well,
the
the
consultant?
Consultant doesn't even know what iTunes is.
The,
He's
the consultant's
he's
been paid, though.
140
Not a
years
consultant.
old.
Not a consultant. A chief strategist.
Strategist, yes. Yeah, and the strategist's point was stay off of iTunes, which is an interesting strategy. It's not the way I would go, but hey.
Jared, so many people are talking about iTunes. It's overhyped.
In fairness,
you don't need iTunes.
In fairness to the Callahan operation, I did Google this morning how to get a podcast on iTunes, and you had to scroll down to the third option before it
it's
said
not
3
easy.
to 10 days.
It's not easy. It's up. It'll be up. It'll be up.
Oh, don't worry.
Don't worry. It's up. It'll be up.
Jared, don't let these guys panic you. Listen,
I needed
GC.
someone else.
I had lunch with him afterwards, before the interview we did later on, you'll hear. And he was fine at that point. Then I talked to him in the afternoon. I told him your idea, Steve, which I thought was a good idea. And I credited you for the idea.
Which one?
The Herald one.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Which I think is actually a good idea.
He's probably the only person who could benefit from Herald advertising.
No question. But we had said for guys that we talked about, like the guy from yesterday, who we'll talk about later, who I saw yesterday. It's a long fucking story. But there are older guys I see all the time. By older, I don't mean 90. I mean like 55.
Yeah, Jerry's age.
How old's your
60?
stepfather?
Of 50, early 50s.
He almost seems like that kind of guy when you talk to him. Like, I understand.
Yes, he would love Jerry.
Yeah,
I don't know that he listens a lot.
I mean, he may know technology better than I'm assuming, but he seems like that kind of guy. Like, oh, I miss Gerry. Like,
Yeah.
you run into those guys all the time.
Yeah. That's
Like, where can I, whatever happened to you? That happens.
Yes.
And I'd say, and once in a very long while, I will actually physically show the people how to do this. It pains me to do it. I feel like, I'm like, why am I doing this?
Show him how to do what?
Now you download
How to
iTunes.
fucking go to iTunes and search my name. And they're like, oh, geez, I had to do it with my dad, which I understand. My dad was, in his 60s. But so for a guy like that, I thought of this. And then Steve said, it actually wouldn't hurt. It maybe if Gerry advertised in the Herald, where people read Gerry for years, they listened to the show.
Yes.
People still physically read it. It's not like huge readership, but they do. You advertise and say, hey, basically, however
you can find
however you
Put up a milk carton with Gerry's face on it. Miss me? GerryCallahanShow.com.
Or something like that, yes.
And we're spitballing here. Yeah. Fine, no, but I understand what you're saying. Then you go to GerryCallahanShow.com. You probably get our content there, our shirts, right? Because you've bought that website, haven't you, Steve?
Yeah. Well, I would just say go to Gerry Callahan Podcast, Gerry Callahan Show, any of those,
Really
and subscribe.
But anyway, you go to the Gerry Callahan Show, and literally, it's somebody in a funny way being like, "Hey, I know we're all fucking old here, but this is how you find this thing." I don't think that's a bad idea.
No.
If you get 100 people,
Make it very basic. Walk people through step by step.
200
Here's
people,
exactly.
right? If you get
Here's what iTunes is,
right,
folks.
if you get 200 people to do it,
Yeah.
you know what? I'll volunteer. I don't mean to. I know you're busy, but I would say it's so easy. Even a blind guy can do it.
Sure.
And have this idiot do it for Gerry. Would you be willing to do that for Gerry?
Absolutely.
There you go. Again, helping that show out. We are doing indisputably. We're doing more for Gerry's show than Cullinane or this consultant is.
True.
I understand they have big chairs somewhere, and I mean,
Well, they got a bar.
and
They
as
got
I
a
said-
window?
And as I said yesterday, when I'm listening to a podcast, in the middle of it, I'll be like, I don't think that's like a really studio doesn't seem that nice.
Is
And I
this comfortable?
click out. See you later.
Yeah.
Like I don't, what the.
In fairness, after the
great.
show,
It's cool. It's
After the-
popcorn.
after the show yesterday, you were like, "Where's my fucking couch? Where's my bar? When are we gonna
I
get
would love
that?"
a bar in here.
You get a bar in here.
They give you popcorn to make you more thirsty, so you get more beer. It's a fucking ripoff.
He's a strategist.
Gerry just likes saying he has a strategist. Is what
This guy's worth 10 times what I'm paying.
That's if you do the multiplication, I did that. That's $30. But I wanted to do well, and I know whatever we're focused, but it just makes me laugh because I love the idea of a bumbling, stumbling Cullinane on his heels day one.
Well,
Who, by the way, was kind of full of cock and walk yesterday when he was in here.
very much so.
I will say that I told you this last night. There's a thing with producers that they like to get interested in the technology. So he had the cameras in. He was filming. We haven't seen any of that footage yet, as far
I
as
was
I
going
know.
to say, is this footage going to manifest at some point?
I have no idea, but I'm just saying, like,
Is Dave like is he shooting a film for like 4? Is he going to de-age Gerry later? It's the first time I was 18 years old. Had the world in front of me.
although we might see Gerry kicking Cullinane outside of some shop.
Hey, I just want you to know you're like a father figure to me. Yeah, I'll be 20 next month.
Gerry, you're just a boy. You're going to start a podcast on your own?
I'm going to war, Ma. I'm doing it. You can't. And you know what? I'm getting my license too. You can't stop me. I'm 17 years old.
You're just a kid.
You'll understand. Harry Connick Jr.
Ain't no way a boy your age is ever going to make it, son.
I'm going to ask her to dance. I'm nervous, guys. What do you think, fellas? Can we get a malted and talk about it? The first time I met Russell, I was 16 years old and my life changed forever. Why is this funny? What are you laughing at?
That's a good question, Kirk. I'm wondering how that's going to work.
I just laugh at everything you say.
So you think Cullinane is more concerned about the technological stuff than the...
I think he enjoys that.
Well, I enjoy playing golf, but I also do a podcast every day. Like there's a lot of things I enjoy. I like playing with my kids. I like, watching the sunset, but you then have things you have to do, which makes me wonder how this idiot does anything, which goes back to my theory. He's a rich kid.
You might be right. Dave says no. Dave says
Well,
absolutely not.
I know.
He's got a pretty nice car. I was in it.
What does he have?
I don't know cars, but nice enough.
It smelled nice.
He's got 4 wheels?
Yeah.
The tires?
Yeah.
He's got a windshield wiper?
Yeah.
But you guys talked about this, and I remember this I think we talked about this maybe even in Framingham. You would ask me, do I know when we get paid? Remember that conversation?
Yes, I remember that.
And
Yeah.
I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, Dave does have that kind of ambivalence
Well-
about the seminal email that was about his
That's what I'm
payment.
saying. But
And
that's
he's just
right.
like, meh.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever money, like Mike said.
He's
Mike,
like Chelsea Clinton. He just can't
Right.
care about money.
I would mention it to you maybe once a week, but it was
A little-
on my
a
mind.
little more than that, but
I
yeah.
don't think so.
But you could have done every day. I understood.
Right. I wanted to every day. Whereas Cullinane's like, email, but getting paid. I'll get to that
Well, that's my
later.
point. Or maybe Cullinane's like, let's be honest, no one's making any fucking money off this thing.
Maybe.
I mean, for Cullinane, it's almost like a field trip.
He's doing it for the clout.
Right.
Yes.
A
Cullinane just does
field
things for
trip
fun.
from Walpole to downtown at
true.
7 o'clock in the
True, he
morning.
does live in Walpole. But so he's going from Walpole to downtown Boston every morning at 7?
Well, he's pushing for earlier, he says.
I think Cullinane's fun is work. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, he
his
loves
hobbies
the,
are
he loves the
are-
hustle
Yeah, his hobbies are producing and
Right.
selling and
and talking when there's no mic in the fucking next room.
You would agree, right, Cullinane?
It's weird watching. It really is. I feel like Norman Lear, and I'm spinning off my own shows. Like watching Gerry and Cullinane fight and watching it is so
like
strange.
two characters from different worlds.
Yeah, because they literally would never happen if I didn't exist.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
two would have never met. It would have never happened. Even watching Mike and Gerry, or Gerry and Steve, or and I'm sometimes like, what? This is the best I could do.
Right.
I feel the same obligation to help Gerry with his podcast that I feel to help Mike with Mike and the Minifans and DEC with the Minifan Show.
Well, you should.
It feels like it's a show within the
It's- yeah,
Minifan
just
universe.
another-
Oh, that's all. Yeah, it's just a spin-off show.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's no question.
So, I mean, you alluded to it.
Let's go to R.A. Minihane.
You alluded to it, but Steve said that Gerry was furious last night
Well-
about not having a domain name.
No.
Steve
No.
Robinson-
It was the
Steve Robinson
it was-
owns them all.
No.
It was the iTunes thing.
No, he
just the
Yeah, yeah. He was.
I thought he was worried about panicking about it with domain as well.
I did have a phone call with Gerry last night.
Oh, we'll get to that in a second. I like that. When I talked to Gerry after Harry and I got our haircuts last night, got our head shaved.
Ooh, I thought you were looking a little slick.
Both got our halves.
I got them all cut.
That's right. Then we went to and I did say my line. I actually like this barber though, and this barber actually said to me, he's like, because I go in and I'm super quiet.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't, and they know who I am, sort of, and they don't believe that, Mike. Okay. But I went in there and he's like, I listened to your podcast for the first time. He's like, you guys are fucking crazy. And I'm like, yeah, when you turn the light on. And I just sat down. And I kind of pumped my fist. Then Harry and I went to the batting cages. It was a big night.
Very nice.
But
Take a few swings.
How's he hitting them?
he's hitting them pretty good, man. He's not unfortunately, but baseball is going to be his sport, which means I'm going to be stuck watching baseball for the rest of my life.
My biggest hope is that he is drafted by John Henry's
That's not
Boston
gonna
Red
happen.
Sox.
I will not allow. That'll be a line in the sand. Well, there's good money in that there baseball, though. Jesus Christ.
There sure is.
How about congratulations, Mike. Sorry, your team.
My guys?
Yeah, really shrewd investment.
That's
Was it 9 years for $400 million?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
$500 million almost, yeah.
For a fucking pitcher? They give him 9 years. Is that really true? A 9-year deal?
I don't know if
idiots
that's
ever learn?
Is that official? I don't know.
I think I know
it was
Heyman
out
had it.
there. Yeah,
Is he a Boris guy? Or
Yes.
no? Oh well, then that's
Yeah.
Heyman's like attached to Boris.
Yeah. Strasburg fucked everything up because Strasburg got the deal that Garrett Cole is supposed to get, which is like $250 million.
Yeah, well, I mean, he could also have not paid him that much.
I know.
I mean, that's going to be a fucking albatross.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
Jesus.
Well, hey, in 9 years he'll only be 38.
Jesus. Oh, anyway, so I talked to Gerry last night. I said to him, I hate to say this. I actually hate to say this. I really do.
The smile tells a different
I take
story.
no great pleasure in saying this. No. I was like, Gerry, a lot of this blame has to go to Cullinane.
He just buried him.
And when I said that, I kind of danced a little bit. I was like, I felt like DC when he was singing Mike's Mom's Really Hot. I was just kind of bouncing around.
Jumping around, yeah.
But that, I'll defend Cullinane in a second. And Jerry's like, I know. He's like, I'm not pleased with him right now.
You would agree, right, Cullinane?
But then I said to him, I was like, but then my larger point was, and I then defended Cullinane, which Cullinane will never remember this part of the conversation.
No.
I said, like, in the big picture, if the podcast is good, you have advertisers right now, does it really matter if it goes on iTunes 2 days from now? I mean, there's no podcast yet.
True.
But I think it's more the idea that.
But it's not
to me, the most troubling
not a great
thing,
sign of anything.
the most troubling thing of all, was that Avatar. When I saw that, I think I said it to you, Steve.
Looks like fucking Johnny Bravo.
It just
I found
looks.
it a little odd. But again, my eyes aren't great, so I thought maybe I'm missing something.
It's the thing I fear. Like I'm always afraid that time's going to pass me by. When I saw that Avatar, I thought, ooh, I don't know. Whoever thought of that probably should be fired or deconsulted or something.
I was going to say, you think it's the consultant?
I can't believe that's Cullinane.
Doesn't seem like a Cullinane.
Like a strategist, not consultant. I apologize. That can't be Cullinane, right, Steve?
I don't think so. I don't think he does graphic design. I'm not sure.
That seems like from a different generation. That's not
70s or 80s.
just like a radio, like, hey, it makes me nervous when I see that. And I want Gerry to do well. And I think he will do well. But, unfortunately, be without Cullinane. Oh, well, tell me about your phone call first.
So the Gerry Callahan's media whirlwind last night included something called the Dino Show, which I was.
Did he actually wind up going on that or no?
Co-host Pat Buchanan.
I'll get into it. I was not familiar with the Dino Show.
Dino Costa.
Okay.
I used to so Dino Costa Well, let's do Roman first, and we'll get to the other stuff. We hearing from anybody today or no?
Yeah.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Who's that
Say
from?
that begrudgingly.
Somebody fresh off an interview or no?
Nope. Getro Man.
Getro Man's back today.
Getro Man is back today.
Let me hear from him.
Getro Man here.
whoa.
After everything I've taught the Minifans about shooting your shot too quick, Gerry Callahan and Dave Cullinane blow their podcast load all over the internet yesterday without putting it into iTunes? You mean to tell me that after weeks of teasing and huge promotion on the Kirk Minihane Show that Gerry made the big announcement and no one can actually subscribe to his podcast on one of the biggest podcast platforms in the world? Jesus, Mary, and Joseph Cullinane, what in the fuck are we even doing here? That'd be like Getro Man greasing his fat cock up, going to town on some chunky townie, busting my banana juice all over her grapefruit-sized titties, and then remembering to use Roman wipes. You see how stupid that sounds? The shithead who told us things take time doesn't really have an excuse here. Don't be like Cullinane. Instead, go to GetroMan.com/Kirk, buy some Roman wipes, and remember to use them before you fuck, not after. Good fucking God, man. Getro Man, away!
I think that's a good enough ad for Get Roman. $5 for the first month, by the way. GetRoman.com/Kirk. It's a fair point that the superhero who goes around the world helping people
last long.
Fighting premature ejaculation.
He makes a good point. It took him a while to connect it to, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
But it does seem like
Getro Man is a way of mixing
like a
metaphors.
superhero. He should be focused on bigger stuff, but yet it's what I'm focused on. So maybe he's right.
Well, he's a big listener. He doesn't fly too fast, so he listens to the Kirk Minihane Show while he's flying around the world.
Well, you can listen to your little, you get your little earbuds going. He's flying around. I could see that.
Sounds like someone told Getro Man to stop using their radio equipment for these.
Well, I mean, look, not every superhero is. Again,
he's on the road. This is his remote equipment. It's called combat radio.
Will he be in Madawaska, Getro Man?
C'est possible.
Oui. Très bien. À toi. What was I going to say? Oh, so you talked to Gerry.
Yes. So
Gerry conversation later in this interview after we do with Walsh was seemed particularly timely.
So I'm listening to this Dino Costa show.
Oh, so I'm sorry.
Gerry is going to go on.
Yeah, so Dino Costa. So way back when my good friend Christopher Mad Dog Russo started on Sirius, Dino Costa was the show after Mad Dog Russo, and he is legitimately insane.
Wait, he was on. So did he talk sports?
Kind of, but he talked issues and. So
it wasn't really Mad Dog's channel yet then, if this guy was on, I'm assuming.
Was, but it was sort of wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. Like,
Okay.
it kind of was. And Mad Dog picked him because he kind of wanted a wild guy at night.
Oh, okay.
In his mind, he wanted those crazy overnight guys who grew up listening to. And
Gotcha.
Dino is, without question, crazy. Like, I mean,
he seems it.
Which is not, which is a rare thing and not necessarily a put down in today's radio. He goes a little more extreme than others would in certain issues. Not Steve, but others, yeah.
So I'm sitting there watching the stream, and what he does is he turns his camera on, turns his feed on, and you're watching him prepare for the show for the first couple of hours. You're watching him listen to Tucker Carlson. You're watching him listen to random YouTube videos.
Is that illegal?
It's edgy.
I have no idea.
Can we listen to Tucker Carlson? Can we look at?
I mean, I periscoped me watching Bob Hart's Abishola, so
that's a good point.
The legal issues are
Probably
not my first concern.
Probably not Dino's either.
With this operation. So I'm watching this disheveled man, flop sweat on his forehead, laugh along to YouTube videos for a little while, wondering when Gerry's going to come.
It's in the middle of Wyoming, by the way, is my understanding too.
And then
where I do want to live. Go ahead.
And then he starts his show with this.
Oh.
And speaking of shows, speaking of radio shows, as I always tell you, once those who have been godfathered in this politically correct environment that we all reside in, once these people are gone, once they are put out to pasture,
I can see Gerry coming up pretty soon.
Whatever,
I understand this.
Those kinds of personalities who put on shows, not programs, but shows. You'll never hear these people again. One of those people you will never hear again, of course, is the great Don Imus. Imus
that's
in
strange.
the morning. Quack, quack.
Well.
You'll never hear Imus ever again. And I need to laugh. And here's a bit from the Imus show back in the day.
Oh, boy.
Turn up your speakers
Where's
and
this going?
Enjoy Rush Limbaugh singing on Don Imus's
Jr., it
show.
sounds like.
I was just saying,
which,
he's got a
of course,
very
for years
Limbaugh
was
voice, right?
heard on Sports Radio 66
Where are we
WFAN
going
in
with
New
this,
York,
Steve?
and then
just
later
wait.
on the legendary used-to-be signal of WABC. Turn your speakers up and enjoy Rush Limbaugh
Donovan
singing
McNabb
on
shouldn't
Don
be playing
Imus's show.
quarterback.
Oh, parody songs, just like we do.
I like it.
Have you not heard this yet?
Well, I don't care what you think, but liberals stink.
I've heard this
and
before.
Democrats almost as lame. All those Negroes and Jews, they give me the blues. Our country's dying and Clinton's to blame.
Yes.
The monopsies are wrong, and they don't belong.
This is somebody pretending to be Rush, right?
Yes.
So what's your issue?
But let's call a truce. Stick your head in this noose, and don't let me hear you complain. 'Cause I like friends with white faces and a burning cross that you know chases.
But hold on. All right. So obviously it's an offensive song.
Doesn't seem.
All right. Hold on. All right. But what's your point though?
He's talking about painting swastikas on the
Well,
front
he's
doors.
not.
No, the song is, and
Right.
this Dino guy is cackling along wildly with
Okay,
this.
but so what?
And then Jerry's going to come on after that.
Well, so what? Fuck to, so he could say it's stupid and like what? So what?
Yeah,
now
you
we
know
want people to not go on shows.
Did you hear anything about that song? Like
I heard the whole song. It's stupid. What do you want? But it's not Dino Costa's song. It's a song that somebody. It's a song that
But I
Imus
think-
had. So it wasn't again the difference between my show and like an Imus show or a Stern show is that was a paid worker for Imus. That was a produced bit from an. We have people who actually care about the show, like listeners do songs.
Right.
But, so first of all, I just want to make
So that was like a prep burger thing.
that's a
but
clear.
for Imus.
Yeah, no, he had people. He had a staff. He had like
Yeah.
20 people working for a show.
Okay, yeah.
So they have people do songs like people do for Stern. So I think that's somebody doing a parody of Rush Limbaugh being racist.
Yes, Rush Limbaugh didn't do that song.
No.
See, I heard it only on its own last night, and I was like, "Get Jerry the fuck out of there!"
No, that's
Yeah,
not.
I had no idea what was going.
That's not Dino. That's not Dino doing that.
No, it's but he's sitting there cackling along wildly.
Okay, he thinks it's funny. I
As
don't.
it says, paint swastikas on the
Okay.
front doors of
Well,
Jews, and he uses a
okay,
slur for Jews.
but I
He
don't-
talks about chasing
okay, I
gay
don't-
people around with a baseball.
I don't think anything that's funny. But Jerry shouldn't go on that guy's show.
I think that you could easily see how someone from the Boston Globe would construe that. That was it.
Who
Looked
gives
like
a shit up?
it looked
Now we're
looked
going to
like
do things because of the
absolute
Globe.
lunatic. Looked like an
So what?
absolute
I didn't
lunatic.
So you
understand
go
the
on.
context.
So you go on and you say you sound like a lunatic.
Well, I don't think that that's how Jerry would have handled it.
If David Duke,
And also,
if David,
by the way,
if David Duke had a radio show today
Yeah,
and asked me to go on, I would go on.
right.
And I'd be like, I think you're a fucking lunatic. Like, why wouldn't I? That's what I do. I think you're totally wrong on this.
I think going
Well,
on.
that
I
was
think
the-
going on to talk. Well, first of all, Jerry wouldn't have done that, and second of all, I think going on with David Duke in. I would disagree with that decision. I think
I don't
you're,
care what you would
I think.
think.
I think you're acknowledging some kind of vile racist.
No, you're not. No, you go on there and say you're a fucking racist asshole. Let's talk about it.
This is kind of the problem that Anthony Cumia had when he got fired from O&A,
Yeah.
is that everyone called him a racist when he was fired. Fine.
Right.
And then he did every podcast, just like you said. And some, I don't think he looked into well enough, and he went on legitimate, like, white nationalist
So what?
podcast. But then it was used against him. They're like, look at these podcasts
Oh, well,
that
I'd
he's
go
doing.
on them.
He's a racist.
I'd
He's
go
a
on.
racist.
I'd go. Put it this way. I'd go on one day with whoever the opposite of a white nationalist.
You think that they would say, "Oh, Cullinane." I mean,
I don't care what they say.
Yeah, but they're going to say he went on David Duke's show.
Who's
That's it. That's
they?
the end of the story. The media, anybody,
Who gives a
anybody,
shit?
anyone.
You're never gonna win that fight.
People,
So what?
all people are going to hear is Kirk Minihane, friend of David Duke. That's all they're going to hear.
Okay, so what?
There are negative implications to that.
Of course there are,
And you
but
know,
you can't-
for advertisers,
but you can't
do
control
think,
that.
Do you think advertisers on this show want to know that Kirk Minihane is going on the David Duke
To
show?
fight with him?
But they won't know that.
Yeah, but
all
who
they'll know
cares?
is you went on the David
But
Duke
I
show.
don't care.
Yes, but in order for this operation to succeed, we need advertisers, and advertisers
We have
don't want you
advertisers.
doing that.
Well, I don't care.
I think advertisers would care greatly.
If I went on, if we went on, if I went on a
Jerry
David
being
Duke
associated
show,
with that, or you being associated with David
first of all,
Duke.
Jerry's advertisers are all friends of his,
Right.
I understand that, but
Future ones
presumably
aren't.
he would grow beyond that.
Yeah.
and then they would say he went on this weird guy's show who laughed at a Don Imus
And the
show.
other thing
I
is,
didn't know
is
the con-
what
I
is
thought- I
what
thought
is
it was
the
him
upside?
doing it.
What is the benefit? What are there 500 people listening to this,
so
this
what?
Dino
That's-
show?
So what? What if he likes the guy? What if he wants to do it? What if he thinks he's an interesting talent? I'm not sure I agree.
I don't think he agreed either.
Who, Jerry?
Yes.
So he just pussied out when you sent him that. Man,
Yes.
that's the difference between me and him.
Yeah.
If you sent me that, I'd be like, well, I'm going on.
But you're saying it wasn't a problem now. You're saying, oh, that was just a parody.
Well, if it was Dino Costa singing it, I would go on and be like, why the fuck are you doing that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
see what you're saying.
I just listened to it, and it
I mean,
was.
I don't
it
care
was,
if you guys
it was
agree or
danger,
not. I mean,
it was danger signs. No, we don't have to agree on it.
I'll just do it. Like, but I don't know what. mean, that seems like that's real censorship on your part.
I don't think you deal with as much of what. I guess people do call you a racist. No, but I was going to say people go.
Nobody calls me a racist. I mean,
with Gerry, people go more racist.
They do.
I don't think it was censorship on my part. I was just sitting there.
It was a definition.
I just played it. I'm talking about it right now. I didn't take any effort to try and take him off.
You said, did you think he should go on?
No,
so you encouraged him not to go on, correct?
But I wasn't censoring him. I just gave him information. I sent him this, and I was like, just FYI.
Well, shame on both you guys.
This guy was cackling along like a
this
wild man.
Costa guy's been super loyal to Gerry. Like he wrote this long, crazy thing. He's crazy. I agree, he's crazy. I didn't think the Imus thing was funny when I heard it 25 years ago. And I think it's but it's also a parody. I don't think. But now we're at the point where this is what we fight against every day.
This is probably.
Am I missing something?
I'll tell you what this is. This is a generational thing because I'm with you almost 100% on this type of shit. When Steve sent me that song, my instinct naturally was to go, get Gerry the fuck out of there.
What's generational about it?
I sent it to Mike. I sent it to DEC.
We were raised in a time where that was already bad.
Well, it sounds like Gerry didn't do it either, so maybe it's not generational.
Well, maybe not.
DEC agreed with me too.
Okay, then you know what? Forget it. I didn't realize. I'm quitting that. If I didn't realize that, so I think I'm out of the business now. I can't handle it. If DEC doesn't think Gerry should go on, then I should do a show.
In the moment, I'm sitting there recording because I'm waiting for Gerry to come on so we can play clips.
Call a pussy.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, you do, though. You do.
I'm just trying to tell you, I was recording it, and I'm reacting to it. I'm like, is this what I think it is? Is this, what the fuck is going on here? So I was looking for context. I sent it to Mike. Maybe he'd heard it. I sent it to DC. Maybe he'd heard it because he's an old radio guy. And both of them had the same reaction of like, oh, what the fuck is going on?
Now, be clear. I believe that's him playing an Imus song.
That's the
I heard it. It is.
Okay,
it's an Imus song, but it's not Rush Limbaugh. It's some kind of parody song.
No, somebody pretend. Imus used to do this all the time. They would do this, and they usually weren't funny. And again, I want to make this crystal clear that our audience is the best audience in the world, which we'll play Erika Nardini confirm later, because we are a collaborative group. My people put songs together. Like I'm not gonna. The idea that I have 6 people, I'd feel like such an asshole if I had 2 interns in there making parody songs about Cullinane. It feels so fake. It doesn't feel like it's anything that like our audience does it because they care. Mm-hmm. These people do it because they're getting paid. It's just different. It's a job. They go, I gotta do fucking 4 parody songs today. Yeah, but my thing is so this guy laughs at the thing that you find inappropriate. I agree. I think the song's offensive. It's certainly with time, it's more offensive. But so what?
I just thought it was information that Gerry should have before he goes on the show. That's all.
I guess.
Because he had no fucking clue. And as soon as he heard it, he had the same reaction that everyone I shared it with had.
Maybe I'm just different than everybody else. I don't know.
Well, that's beyond
I thought,
question.
is that the same one you sent me last night? Because I remember hearing a different word in there as well.
No, we didn't get far enough into it. It's filled with religious, ethnic, and sexual slurs.
I have no doubt. No doubt. But again, it just seems to me now that you're telling somebody. Well, not doesn't seem. You're telling somebody not to go on somebody's radio show.
I was just sharing information.
I hate that. No, that's
not true. That's
not true. You were leading the witness.
And even if it was you, I know it'd be
come
unsuccessful.
On, you're leading the witness. I mean,
I was leading the witness.
So you weren't just sharing information then.
I'll say this.
Your goal was to get Gerry not to go on the show.
I was looking
Your goal was to get Gerry not to go on the show.
I was looking for other information to discount my initial reaction to it as well.
You're coming across like a pussy.
I'll say this.
You know what you are?
I'm coming across.
You know what you are? PWC. PMWC. Poor man's Willie Colon. Damn it. I forgot the M. What were you saying?
I think you're right. That me and Steve should think, fuck it, who cares? But I agree with Steve in that my instinct when I heard that was like, oof, Gerry's going to go on this show.
That's my instinct too.
But what's the upside?
But that's a different argument. That's a different argument.
No, it's part of the same argument because this is included in the equation of upside.
So if that guy played the same song, laughed at the same stuff, and had 20 million listeners, you think you should go on?
Yeah, go on and fight with him. Do it. Yeah, that's fine.
So you're not offended
but
by
it.
Go on Alex Jones' show.
Understanding
Absolutely.
that it's a parody.
I would go on Alex Jones' show in 2 seconds.
That's where you are right. Like,
and I would say you're a fucking assoul with this Newtown stuff.
That's where I was wrong.
I'd be fine
my
with
instinct
that.
was,
of course,
I'd
be fine with that. But this guy's got what 500 listeners maybe, and so maybe Gerry gets 2 subscribers out of this.
Well, who the hell? I mean,
subscribers to what?
You're giving the Globe too much credit. Honestly,
it could be the Globe.
Maybe the Globe. I read the Globe today. This is a story I want them to write. They had the fucking hands on their ass.
There's a bunch of left wing activists who still hate Gerry. They haven't gone away. It's teeing one up for your enemies. That's all.
But you can't. My thing is, you can't live thinking like that. You have to do what you think you want to do. And if Gerry, by the way,
paranoia.
If Gerry's praised that guy for a long time. So if you've praised him for a long time and he invites you on your show, you should go on the show.
That's true. I knew nothing about that.
Well, I mean, I don't know about Jerry's relationship with him. I don't know
if his relationship with him at all or not, but I think to me,
I've never heard from the guy.
If you send me that, I'd be like, I'm going on and asking this guy, what's so fucking funny about this stupid song?
So you do have an issue with the song?
I have no issue basically with anything. I don't think it's funny. I think it's offensive, but like you can do it. I would never do it. But what am I going to say? The guy don't play an old Don Imus song?
Right.
First of all, what the fuck he's doing anyway? Playing it's just weird. Like, but if there are people who want to hear that, let them hear it. So they're fucking creeps.
See,
they're creeps in the world.
I was coming from the angle of I thought it was him doing it, and I was like, Jerry's doing this.
It was him doing
1980s. It just sounded very dated and weird, and I didn't know why.
Well, that's a different argument.
Yeah.
It puts him in a bad position, but that's up to him. But
that's what I thought.
I wouldn't say don't do it because I disagree with the way this guy thinks. I fucking hate that. I abhor that line of thinking.
It was nothing about the way he thinks.
Oh,
it was
of course
just,
it was. Of course it was.
Well,
Steve,
I suppose
come on.
him cackling along while they're talking about painting swastikas on the front of Jewish houses.
Stupid.
And they use Jewish slurs.
Agreed, stupid.
Yeah, I guess I do disagree with the way he thinks.
Why couldn't Jerry go on and with the same passion you have about it?
Because he wouldn't have done that.
Well, but then that's on him.
Yeah, okay.
Like, what do you? I don't know. I would.
And we might get 2 podcasts.
I don't care about that. When do we have
so
to...
what is the benefit for you of going on and squabbling with a guy with 500 listeners about a Don Imus parody
I'm saying
song?
if I was a fan of the guy, like Jerry purports to be, and the guy asked me to go on, and as I hear that...
Or the opposite, if you hated the guy.
Yeah, I would just, because I might be entertained, I might enjoy the fight. Maybe, it's fun to me.
Well, I'll book you on a show.
I'll go on the show. Absolutely. Because I'm not going to be worried about what fucking Simply Safe thinks. When we go on Dito Costa's show, I don't care. You must understand by now, this is not a bit.
No,
I legitimately don't care.
I do understand.
I don't care more than anybody doesn't care in the world about stuff like that.
You understand that I do care, and it's just something we disagree about.
Sure. And you see the sweatshirt you're wearing?
Yes.
What does it say?
It says the Kirk Minihane Show.
Correct. So that's how it goes.
But,
and again, we could swap you a Cullinane if you want.
He doesn't have anything else to do.
No shit. You want? It sounds like you're doing... I'll say this in your defense. I don't agree with you, but you're doing a producer's job. I'm serious.
Yeah.
You're saying, hey, like you would say to me, hey, here's just so you know, here it is. And I'd either look at it and say, Steve, that's good advice. I'm not going to do it. Or Steve, nope, I disagree. I'm going to do it.
Dave was like,
was Cullinane even aware of that?
Oh, he's going on with John Dennis?
Yeah, that right. That to me is an issue. Cullinane's like, Dean Martin? Is he dead? I think that's why Steve brought it up, by the way. Just another
Just a shot at Cullinane.
True or false?
True.
Steve Robinson censoring radio hosts.
I'm not censoring anything.
That is an interesting.
It's using censoring. That's not even what the word means.
No, but it's funny though because
sharing information,
silencing thought.
I'm surprised.
All right,
I'm surprised at myself because I was with Steve.
You're born pussy too. It doesn't surprise. I'm the only guy that had guts in the world.
Right, sure.
What do you want me to say?
But I never react like that. And when I heard it, I was like, "Oof, Jerry's doing this show."
Okay, what are you, Jerry's uncle, by the way?
Yeah, sort of.
Jesus,
he looks up to me.
That's true.
That's true. Professionally, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I don't know. I understand where you're coming from a producer's side of it.
That's it.
But you think every person you would go to with that would have the same reaction Jerry did, essentially?
I would think 99% would, yes. Maybe 95%.
And I'm one of the ones who wouldn't.
That's correct.
I'm proud of that. I don't know.
You're an outlier. There's no question about it. It's one of the reasons why you're such an intriguing host of a podcast.
Yeah, I would just say, I find people like that interesting. Like, this guy is in a house in Wyoming playing sound of Rush Limbaugh on Rush Limbaugh parody on Imus and watching Tucker Carlson. Like, see, the radio business is so fucking weird.
See, that's why I don't find him interesting at all.
No,
because he's every right-wing wannabe radio host, and all he has is this thinly veiled racism, and he's appealing to just the lowest common denominator.
Oh, if he's racist, I don't know the guy. I used to listen to him.
Yeah, you know what? That may be completely unfounded.
I
on
like
my
calling
part,
people racist.
Sitting there listening to him cackle along to that song, I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah, I don't find the song funny either.
No, it's not. It's not a funny song, but the way he was laughing to it there was a little bit.
But could you say
madness there?
Could you say something like, "Oh, I heard this guy cackling to a woman." All kidding aside, a woman being at the Las Vegas shooting.
Right.
And they're playing a song and 2 guys are laughing at it. 3 guys are laughing at it.
That's fair.
Like,
yeah.
Isn't that
the context counts? Maybe
now,
I didn't have all the context for this.
That Imus stuff is just flat out like pure racist. It's parody, but it's also covered in racism. That's that Imus show.
And and I reacted before knowing.
But so
the
what?
context.
But so what?
Yeah.
Jerry shouldn't go on the show because Dino Costa laughs at the Rush Limbaugh parody bit on Imus from 1994 or whatever the fuck it was.
Right.
That seems to me to be, I don't know.
But does it
But
change it for
Steve's
you at
doing his
all?
job as my producer.
Does it
I
change
guess.
it
I don't know what
for
the
you
fuck
at all
you
if
were my
it's-
show, but you know.
I texted you first, by the way. I was sitting there listening to it because you said, "Hey, Jerry's going to be on the show. Why don't you roll on it?" That's the only reason I even knew that he was going to be on.
Does it change it for you at all if because the context would never be given if they just played that song into Jerry and that's how like people took that clip?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Does that change it for you at all or
No,
not?
because I know Jerry. I know it'd be bullshit. Like, he just goes
Well,
on
yeah,
the show.
you know
and-
that, and I know that, and Steve knows that, but
Right, but
people that write about it wouldn't know it.
Yeah, but I can't worry about how they make shit up. Like,
Yeah, you
once,
can't, but
once they do it, then
I
we
do.
once they do it, we react to it. Like, I'd almost want them to do it because they're proven wrong. Like,
Right.
I don't, I can't. You can't sit around and think, well, geez, if I go on this show, they're going to say you're like this because this person said this. The person who you're talking to said something 8 years ago.
But it's
Like,
not even what they say because then it becomes a thing of, well, this guy's just. Then people say, like, if you're talking about Gerry Callahan, people are like, oh, the racist guy that did that thing
Yeah,
that
but I mean,
they wrote about.
Right, but that's, you can only, it's like the guy who said the thing with Aaron Andrews or you
Right.
can only control
So much
You
of it.
dealt with it with Howie. I mean, there's just, there's this sort of, you can't win.
It's true. No, they're going to, a certain segment of the population is going to say you're racist, you're sexist,
Right.
no matter what. We deal with it here too.
Sure,
But I
of
think that
course.
there's some,
I mean, we read
some
these-
basic little
I think
things you
there's-
can do to avoid that.
Oh, I don't,
To-
you think if
there's
Jerry,
a little bit of harm mitigation.
Because Jerry didn't go on that, his perception is going to be different in the Boston Globe now?
No, it just won't be worse.
They wouldn't even write about that.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even write about that. You know how much work it would take to fucking find that thing? I mean, really, honestly.
Now that's fair.
I mean, like, and again, if David Duke had a show, I'd go on it today. If whoever, Al Sharpton had a show, I'd go on it today. Jesse Jackson, I'd go on today. Fucking whoever, ISIS Radio, I'd go on today and fight. That's our job.
They do a pretty good show.
They do a good job.
Yeah.
I feel like that's my job. I don't, that's part of what I do. And then you disagree with them. Or you agree with whatever the other side or that side, or, you try, I mean.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Because then what I'm saying is basically, you shouldn't even give him a platform, right. Which is everything I fight
now we're
against.
deplatforming
Yeah,
people.
right.
Like,
right.
I'm comfortable deplatforming ISIS.
I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm not. They won't have a spot at Barstool.
They've got an interesting
Be fucking
message.
better than Barstool Breakfast. Funnier, more likable.
KMS quotes, leave this one alone, please.
Go to work. KMS Quote's done a good job the last couple of days. Real shit stir.
Almost like they're back from retirement.
I understand. I am aware of who the keys have been given to.
Oh, really?
Yes, I am.
Interesting. Someone
Yes.
I would know?
Someone you have met, and I believe, and Steve has met. I have not had the pleasure of meeting yet.
Oh,
Really?
That's my understanding.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
Yes, I'd like to meet the gentleman at some point.
Maybe someday. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, very good.
Who knows? So, all right. Well, I didn't think I was going to turn into that, but there you go, Steve. Well, all right. Good job. You silenced talk again.
That's my job. That's my job.
What did Jerry say?
I'm going to delete this entire segment anyways. So.
What did Jerry say?
Jerry said, "Holy fuck," and he said, "I canceled." And then he was like, "Do you know anything about these websites?"
I'm running away from him.
Way to go, Jerry.
That's the other issue.
It's like what Jerry would do on the show, about trying to deplatform these people.
Right.
What are we going to do with his web domains? Because the Kirk Minihane Show owns those.
I mean, it's pure negotiation.
I had a suggestion.
What's that?
One ad read per.
That seems fair.
I was thinking he pays us half what he's paying his consultant, and we donate it to the Ryan Balderas family.
Sure. We'll do whatever you'd like. Yeah, I'll put that in your hands. See, we'll fucking send it to Censorship for America or something. That's a new charity. What was I going to say about that? I will say underrated. Like, I have not been. It's not possible to be more magnanimous than I've been during this process with Jerry. Like, he just quietly snaked us on this place doing the podcast here. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, whatever, fine, no big deal. He stabbed us in the back on that one, wouldn't you say?
A little bit, yeah.
And you're trying to defend him. You're trying to help him out.
That's right.
So, Steve wants to be Jerry's producer. So let him. Fuck you. Go away. Who cares? Fuck off. I'm with Erika.
Interesting trades accepted.
What do you mean you're with Eric?
I was off the record about you. I don't want to get into it right now. It's fine. A long conversation. Another Roman?
Yes.
Swipe it up right now. Roman swipes are a clinically proven way to last longer in bed. Well, what does that mean? It means pretty simple. If the average male ejaculation from insertion to coming is 2 minutes and 36 seconds, statistically with Roman, it is 4 hours and 26 minutes.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the average.
What a
yes.
difference.
And the beauty of Roman is it's a product you can swipe anywhere in your body.
I don't think so.
What do you mean?
I'm not so sure about that.
Steve?
Yeah, pretty much only for the penis.
Okay, well, for now.
Ideally, just the tip, the most sensitive parts.
You can't. Not everywhere.
You can swipe it all over your
start at the
penis,
base.
but
The balls.
the balls
Not recommended.
not as effective.
Asshole,
no, on the asshole.
Eyeballs, no.
No, definitely
not the eyeball.
So you're saying tip of the penis.
Definitely not asshole, then eyeball.
So you're saying shaft to tip. That we're all in play then.
tip.
Not even the shaft.
Tip down.
I think the shaft
It's
is.
going to be most effective on the tip.
Okay, well there you go. We'll start at the tip and work.
Consult
way
your
down.
physician.
Yeah, that's it. Speak to you. That's right, or whatever. You have your partner or girlfriend swiping on if you'd rather. If that's the way you do it, I don't know. As long as it's consensual, everyone's adults and playing along. Fantastic. We love Roman. They've been a day one, show one, read one sponsor of the Kirk Minihane Show. So loyal, we can't get enough of it. I mean, they've been making sex better and making podcasts better for us for months and months and months and months. We love Roman. Go to GetRoman.com/Kirk. $5 for your first month of swipes. $5. GetRoman.com/KIRK.
Got a little parody song that might be relevant to what we were just talking about.
Oh, I'm curious to hear it. I'm not going to laugh, though. I'll tell you that.
Jews and.
Hold on real quick. I mean, wasn't that bad form by Gerry not to laugh at that yesterday? I mean, you got to play along.
What's that?
The parody song?
Yeah, I mean, that's not...
yeah.
To pretend they're not funny for him is a bad move. It's a bad move.
He's just looking around, pulling out his phone.
It's funny. Like, you can do that with every...
Checking his text messages.
Yeah, it's not good. Go ahead. Any words here?
Patrick. Who's Patrick?
This is a deep one.
Who's Patrick? Who's Patrick?
That's what a lot of listeners are asking right now.
He's a guy with a big red beard, always showing up at Kirk's events. He came in first place at the hot dog contest, also filmed a tennis match.
Okay.
He was at the Peace Vigil and the live show at Jack's Abbey.
I love this guy's voice. I can't help it.
Kirk sees him once or twice a week, but he always asks, who the hell is he? No clue at all. Patrick. Kirk really wants to know. Patrick.
This is good.
Never met the man before.
True.
Patrick. Kirk, sure, he's a really nice guy. He was there at the courthouse where Kirk went up against Curtis
He has
Toad.
been around a lot.
Yeah, it's God.
He was one of 3 people at the Mike and the Great Speakers show.
Holy shit.
He buys overpriced Minihane shirts, buys Roman by the case. I'm sure Kirk would make him a made man if he could only picture his face. Respect for Vice President. Can't remember him at all.
This guy is so great.
Patrick really leaves an impression. Patrick.
I hate that fucking Discord. I hate that fucking asshole Patrick.
You think of Patrick as, okay, I understand how you can forget him. You forget he's around that much. He's very prevalent in our lives.
Yeah, I know. I look forward to meeting him.
Yeah, good man.
I'm sure he's a nice guy.
Very good man. Yeah.
That is a big line of mine. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I don't know. It's never quite meant what it sounds like. That's a good one. That guy is a genius.
He really is.
That guy, again, should have his own album. I mean, he's got 7 or 8 legitimate cuts now. I mean, legitimate cuts.
Oh, without a doubt.
I mean, that's Steve's a Liar, Steve's Bed and Breakfast.
Yeah, he has an album there if he wants
No
to
question.
put it out.
I think the title of the album should probably be Steve's a Liar.
Yeah.
That just seems like a winning title.
Right.
Don't you think, Steve, or no?
I could come up with better ones.
Or Big Steve's Bed and Breakfast.
That's a long title, though.
Yeah.
So that's,
Kirk Minihane Show parody songs.
It's pretty creative, Steve. I'm not going to deny that one.
A little on the nose.
Give what they want. They know what it is. So you can give people what they want. Patrick's the vice president, right?
Yes.
So the president
Yes.
last night had his big, and he texted me and said, I almost vomited during it. He was very nervous. Very, very nervous during this event.
Well, you couldn't tell.
Well,
he held himself together very well.
What would you give him for a grade, the interview overall for a grade?
Well, what are you asking?
I'm just asking overall. Just
if you listened to it?
Just everything. I listened to this, of course. I listened to everything. Listen to
So
when I was
his
running.
interview questions, I give an A.
Okay.
The technical aspect, I might give D.
So you give him a B minus? B minus overall?
Sure. Yeah.
Steve?
I put him in a flat B overall.
I'd give him a B plus. The technical stuff was a mess. There's a few glitches, some pauses, some stuff happened.
But it almost added. There were some things I enjoyed.
There's some charm to
that. Yeah, yes.
I think my lone slight criticism would be, as a Minifan listener, I'm trying to think of it as a Minifan listening to it. I don't think the Minifans care that much about the business model of Barstool. They want to hear more about us.
Yeah, but you're talking to Erika.
Oh, I understand, but this is a chance for the CEO of the company to talk about the Kirk Minihane show with the president of the Minifans.
Yeah, a little too inside business.
But he cares about that stuff. So I'm okay with it. I give him a B plus.
I was
overall.
interested in it too. Maybe because I'm not anymore a Minifan. I'm on the show,
Right.
but I was curious to hear what Erika said about a lot of that stuff.
Right. I suppose I'm privy to it.
Yeah.
So, I can just find out, I
Right.
guess. So,
I don't know as much about it.
But I thought her answers were pretty... First of all, I have to say this. I know I always say this, and I say it because it's true. I want everyone listening once in their life to have a boss like this. I'm serious. Totally loyal, completely stays out of our way. As you can tell, the end of the interview, fully understanding of the Murchison situation. Yeah. Used his name in the past tense a lot, which made me nervous, but that's okay. But literally, just wants us to do our thing and supports us 1,000%.
One, we want Kirk to be Kirk. 2 is we want Kirk to be happy. 3, we want to help him be happy and be Kirk. And we for the most part, leave him alone to do so.
I mean, you have to understand.
Those must be just beautiful words.
For me professionally, to hear what I've gone through professionally, and listen, people have harder jobs, I understand. Yeah. Not many, but some do. To have a boss say that about you.
Oh, well, they probably said it. I'm sure they said it a lot at Entercom, no?
I don't think they go in some interview.
They didn't even lie about it.
No, I don't think they go in some interview and say it.
Yeah,
though.
right.
And they just say, you're right, but action means a lot more than words.
Yeah.
And that has been completely 1,000% the case since I started here. 1,000%. They don't care if the show is 42 minutes. They don't care if it's 4 hours and 42 minutes. Mm-hmm. I floated out last night. Before we play more of this, I was just curious what people would think. Do you think maybe we should do, because I wonder if these 3.5 hour shows, I do hear from people I'm 2 days behind.
Yeah.
So I'm a day behind or whatever. I can't catch up. So I
say if you're going to do that, maybe once a week do an hour or 90-minute show, whatever. Not every day necessarily.
But maybe I don't know. I was just curious. It seemed to me I should have maybe done the poll form. I got a shitload of responses, like 1,000 responses or whatever.
Yeah.
It seemed the great majority said keep doing it this way.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a perfect
sample size.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, I would think it's pretty loyal people answering it. So we'll do what we do. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe it should be an hour and a half every Wednesday or something.
Well, also, I think it should never be
forced. What? On Monday.
If you're going to experiment with a show, I'd experiment with Monday.
Why?
Because that's just what I'm seeing in the numbers. Is that the audience, the downloads build on a linear line as you go into the weekend. So Monday,
I do think
if you average all the Monday shows, regardless of if they are big guests, whatever, the Monday downloads are less than the Friday.
I do think there's something to the idea, and I'm just not going to do it, but I do think there's something to the idea that some people go to the football podcast on Monday. Some, let's say it's 6% of the audience. Then they catch up later in the week or whatever. I think there's people who want to get that reaction on Monday. You don't get it here, that's fine. Go somewhere else and come back and catch up. So maybe you're right, but I mean, I think the problem with that, Steve, is the way we do it and the way I do it. We have so much buildup by Monday to get to.
Well, that's very true.
That it's hard to. Sometimes I think by the middle of the week, today's different. We're gonna, but sometimes we just have. There are days we're like, maybe today's an hour and a half day. I don't know. Maybe it's just. Sometimes some days we'll just do it just because we feel like doing it.
That's what I'm saying. You should never stretch to 3.5 hours just to do it.
But I don't think we should walk out after 90 minutes if it's good either.
Right, exactly.
I just don't. There's no harm in experimenting and looking at the numbers and seeing how they might inform this conversation.
I agree with that. That's true too. So I don't know. I was just curious to see what people think. But it seems to me that most people are actually listening to this show every day for 3.5 hours.
Here's the other thing, too, if you're going
which is
by...
actually crazy.
If you're going by responses, though, the problem is you're getting the hardcore that want to hear you no matter what.
Sure.
So there are some famous psychological studies about how to inculcate addiction in rats and monkeys. And if every time you go to push that button, the response is inconsistent, maybe you get a half a reward or a full reward or 3 treats, it actually increases addiction. So if we're trying to make them more addicted to the Kirk Minihane show, every time they go push that podcast button, maybe it's 90 minutes, maybe it's 400 minutes. Right. That would be the best way to psychologically
so you're saying
addict
1 week
people
we
to
should
your
do
show.
like a 70-minute show and a 6.5-hour show.
Yeah, you're saying the Minifans are rats and monkeys.
Yes, they certainly are. And the other Erika, we'll play some Erika sound. Steve, where are you going next with this?
Well, I thought that DEC he got more comfortable as the interview went along.
I would agree.
He also there were some DEC monologues
because Erika started.
Oh my God,
that would be my only criticism.
There was a back and forth at one point early on about something. And Erika's like, so you want to talk about like Kirk at all? Basically, after like,
well, it was funny when Erika started asking him questions.
Yes, I know. She's been around the block a few times with interviews like this. She did some quick jujitsu and
I
flipped
saw a lot of people
right
were jumping
around.
on Erika's timeline. She said she was a big Minihane radio listener in Boston in 2008.
They're experienced at tracking down lies.
Yes. I would say my conversations with her, that is true. I was not on the air in 2008, but she would listen more visiting the area, visiting family. And that's where she became, I think, sort of a fan.
Right.
But I would say from a fan perspective, or whatever you want to call it, like Dave was much more, aware of me.
Yeah. Or maybe Erika just thinks you're Jerry Callahan. She hired the wrong guy.
Yes, she's great.
Actually, I love this guy.
I don't know where he got his voice
so young and vibrant.
De-aging. But I did not a lot, but Dave was part of he was probably on Kirk and Callahan, I don't know, 15 times. And I knew him a while before that. And I think he was the first guest I had on my old podcast. He was, actually.
Was he not? Didn't he go on every week? Oh, that wasn't when you were there.
No, it was John and Jerry.
That was way before, yeah.
That was John and Jerry, but I knew him a little bit then just from being around. I've known Dave maybe since like 2011 or 12.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's at the earliest, maybe 30. I don't know. But I've known him a lot longer than I've known Erika. We go back, but not, I'm not claiming to have known Dave forever, but I would say the idea of me being like a personality that fits Barstool was first way more on Dave's radar.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, you want to hear DC?
Yeah, I think he is very relatable. I think he is excitable. Like he's a hothead in a really good way.
Talking about Mike or me?
And it's kind of like the like I say it about the Barstool guys, is like they're pretty average guys. They're just funnier and they amplify the funniness. And I think Kirk amplifies the tension and, being incredulous, or he amplifies emotion. He also, I think, points out things that are hypocritical and ridiculous really well. And he's also pretty relentless. Like he's a
Okay, I find that a satisfying answer. Fine. Not good enough. Not good enough. But a start. Once in your life, I hope you have a boss that is this great and has your back and cares about, I'll say this about her too. She's got 50 trillion things on her plate.
Yeah.
As I was saying, she texts back, but you heard her. She was talking about Buffalo Wild Wings and troll socks. She's aware of stuff, Now, unfortunately, she was paired with somebody who wanted to tell her about his story really more than my story, but that's okay.
What do you want to know about the Minifans?
I mean, how would you describe them?
First of all,
how would you describe them? Like, how do you describe the Minifans?
So hold on. So great question by my boss, Erika Nardini. Erika K. Nardini. And what's her middle name? I believe she changed her name legally. We can find that out.
Oh, good.
She's that big a fan. So this is the question that DEC, as president of the Minifans and dying to do this podcast, should have been waiting for his whole life. He fucking whiffs on this thing. Did you hear him stammer around or no?
Yes.
And we love him.
Yeah,
we love
he's
him.
The greatest.
He's actually the greatest guy there is.
Yeah.
I have his back completely in the war with whatever, the guy who's with the Dills and the Kellehers, the guy I used to do the show with.
Mm-hmm.
But what?
Nothing.
What?
To compare me to Kelleher, I mean, it's fucking ridiculous.
Oh boy, people did not like that interview yesterday. Oh, they did not like. They hate him. Oh my goodness, they hate him. But that's my fault though, right?
Should I have him back on Mike in the Minute? On Saturday, I said, "You want to come back next week?" And he said, "Yes."
It's your piece of real estate. Do whatever you want.
Well, maybe I'll have him defend himself. This
Sure.
weekend.
Yeah. I mean,
we tried yesterday.
I would say if he does well with you,
doesn't mean anything.
It's not great for him though either, because
Yeah.
he had his chance and just fucking
right.
Like,
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, sure. I thought,
and he'll be on with a guy that I think we're getting real inside here.
Jesus Christ.
But you know that Andy Mayo or whatever the fuck his name is.
I do. Sure, I like that guy.
He challenges people, so he's coming on this week.
I like the guys I like him, and he always points out that
good.
I like him. I do like him, but I love the guys who think they're the Kirk Minihans of that world.
Oh,
we're not afraid. I'm not afraid to say the Kirk Show sucked today.
Right.
Like,
right.
oh, good, congratulations, awesome for you. But I like him. He's fine.
Yeah,
so he's going to be public.
He'll be on this weekend.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Good. Boy, what a tease that is.
It's a hell of a lineup, baby.
Wow.
We're working.
Mark Hannon's balls and a jar of mayonnaise.
Jeez.
That's Blind Mike's weekend.
So this is the I have to say that DEC should have been ready for this question. He finally got there. He actually rallied at the end and gave a pretty good answer, but he was stammering at the beginning here.
So that's a really good question. Well, I know you got one in-house in KFC. I'm not sure if it concerns you that he's been spending so much time with parody accounts
soul
and
joke,
stuff.
by the way.
But there's that. They're so different.
So there's a sound effect. There's a sound effect that DEC likes to use that might be useful right there in that cut.
What was that?
The screeching car accident.
Well, I don't know how he does it all while he's on that treadmill, too. I don't know how that
a
works.
lot of breath, you think?
Seems a little nervous, but by the way, he's not done with his answer yet.
There's the old Minifans who came along from the WEEI time. And then there's new people. I don't know. It's just, I would say they shouldn't be.
Can I defend
There
him
shouldn't
here?
be, and I foresaw that this would be
Steve, hold on a second. Yeah.
Is it possible, because her mic was cutting out a lot, do you think that's what happened there?
Oh, sure, yeah, I think but who cares? It's still funny.
Okay,
I mean, we're not being fair here. What the fuck are you doing?
All right. My apologies.
Like an
yes,
NWO.
Mike, I think that's probably what happened. And by the way,
Guy, let's get down to brass tacks.
he keeps dropping these wrestling references to Erika during the thing. Like, he talks about the NWO here. And
Well, she probably knows
Is she a
more
big
about
wrestling
professional
fan or
wrestling than your average woman, right?
Why?
Because she lives in a masculine barstool world.
I don't know anything about wrestling.
I mean, I don't know.
She probably knows more about wrestling than I do.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But it's funny. He rallies, I think, and actually gives a pretty good answer.
Okay, good.
At the end, he does.
There shouldn't be, and I foresaw that this would be like an NWO run-in of some type with our group and their group, and I think they're generally all the same, but it's like we're a Kirk person first and Barstool second. But it's the same audience that would love Barstool. Mm-hmm. But man, there are some times online that if you're a Barstool person first, these groups tussle quite a bit.
Oh yeah, you
Sometimes
guys
they hate each other.
fans are a wild bunch.
We're mostly pretty nice people. Like if we all get together, we're generally pretty non-violent, but
That was my favorite.
We're generally pretty non-violent.
I'm not going to hurt you, Erika.
Well, pretty much.
There was that one terrorist attack, but I mean...
I like the idea that he makes it sound like there's like 42 listeners. Like when we get together,
Yeah.
Tuesdays at the ground round when we get together.
We're a religion of peace.
Yeah.
passionate. It's like it's our guy. It's like this is our sports team.
See, this is a good
the best way to describe this. This is our Red Sox. This is our New York Giants.
All right, here we go.
Yeah,
That's good. We're
that's
good.
right.
That's
All
good.
right,
So
that's cool.
yeah, that's a good. That we finally got there. That's a good answer. Like I think for the Minifans, this is like their favorite show or their favorite team or whatever.
It would have been great if he was so nervous that he just kept listing team or our LA
It's like the
Lakers
Islanders or the Clippers or Real Madrid
or our Nashville Predators or.
She's like, yeah, I got it.
You had some questions about my partner.
Meanwhile, she's
MHB.
literally on. I don't care about that. She's literally on the like on the iPhone or whatever, like closing some like $26 million deal. He's like, it's weird because we're generally nonviolent people usually, except for you.
News on the Rappaport lawsuit came through.
Jesus. Anything else show related? Any answers you like, Steve?
So Kirk and Steve talk openly about advertisers they're bringing in.
Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah. So DEC texted me and said Steve is not going to like this answer. So I was waiting for it, and I had the exact opposite reaction.
Yeah, I have no problem with this answer at all. She was praising us.
I thought so too, but even if she was being critical, so what?
Yeah, exactly.
Unless it was unfounded, but I thought it was a good answer. I don't know.
It's like the New York sales team's only supplying with 1 or 2 or 3 advertisers on any given week. Is there any thought about leaving money on the table by not filling more inventory?
I mean, I always think we can get better at that. I like
that question. By the way,
the
smells
way
like a
Steve
Robinson
and Kirk
planted question.
handle it. To be honest with you,
first
of all, I think the way Kirk and
well, first of all, you're impugning DEC's journalistic integrity by suggesting that he would have planted questions.
Well, he did ask me if I wanted to see the list of questions before his interview, which I said no to. Actually, I was like,
his team.
I mean, I thought he'd do a good job, and he did a good job.
Yeah,
he took it. It was the president very serious.
Definitely took it seriously. Yeah,
no tibby talk, no smooth boys, no nothing. This was,
and he had it prepared when I had him on Saturday. When I was like, "Is MHB going to be on?" He goes, "Well, I already have questions prepared." So this was days in advance. He was ready for this.
Yeah, I think
it's kind of like Barbara Walters.
Yeah, I think PRK. Oh no, is it PMK?
Yes,
PMK. Yeah.
PMK. I think PMK would have gotten in the way in this one.
Yeah,
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think he would have done much. Plus, what if he was criticized? I mean, who needs that, right?
Steve
her tweet was funny.
I was saying he was criticized.
That tweet was funny. I mean, think about that, honestly. That's another reason why she's great. Who the fuck would tweet that?
Very
can you imagine, like, David Field tweeting that?
No.
It's just funny. Go ahead.
I mean, I always think we can get better at that. I like the way Steve and Kirk handle it, to be honest with you. First of all, I think the way Kirk and his team, and Steve in particular, the way Kirk loves his
So basically, you more than me, I guess?
This is me.
Is awesome. Like, it's actually, as a business person, like, inspiring. Like, I actually, it's real. He has integrity about it. He means what he says. You know, he wants you to eat at Buffalo Wild Wings. Like, genuinely is grateful for the support of Buffalo Wild Wings. I think Kirk's personal story makes the ad endorsement in the same way. I feel like it's somewhat similar to Dave when Dave was first starting Barstool. Like, it means a lot when you.
By the way, charted that down. Slight shot of Portnoy.
Oh, you think?
Back when Dave was Dave.
Ooh. It's not me saying it here, Portnoy.
Back when Dave cared about advertising? Is
No,
that what you're saying?
he cares about the advertisers, but back when Dave was, before he was Davey Mouse.
Yeah, when he wasn't kissing
He
babies
he still cares about the advertisers, no question, but very corporate friendly now.
Yeah.
Like, he's back in the old days, the original days, which DEC was fucking blabbering on about. Yeah, it's like 9 questions about how their internet didn't work in 2003. Like,
now, what do you think are the differences between Sirius and terrestrial radio?
I mean, I do think that's true, Mike, but this is
I was interested in the Sirius XM question that we never got. He asked about like what the benefit was for Barstool being on Sirius, and then you get
there was some silence.
Oh, I've got that. I've got the answer to that.
Did she anything else illuminating that answer or no?
I think it's sometimes best and most authentic if Kirk's team takes the lead on selling stuff. I don't have any issue with that.
We're good, man. So I mean, I don't know what DEC thought.
I think he thought that I was looking for Erika to come in and be like,
salespeople.
"Oh, really? I'm gonna go march right down to the sales pit and tell those guys to sell harder." But it
sounds like
the more leeway they give us, the happier I am.
That answer you heard was essentially the conversation we had in New York.
Exactly.
I mean, basically, right?
That
do it.
That was
sell whatever you want.
I mean, she was more effusive in praise there than she was in private. But I mean, that's what she said. We get to go sell. We get to go do.
You don't think I'm inspiring?
Well, she didn't say that in the meeting. I agree with what she was saying.
Thank you. Yeah, I try to be inspiration, first and foremost.
I will say, can I give my one gripe about the interview? I don't want to kill the bit or anything. I understand why DEC didn't ask the question. I get it. But it would have been nice if he asked about me to kind of end this bit that me and, like, Erika obviously respects me very much.
Sure.
So it would have been nice if she could have said that.
It's one of those classic bits,
funnier,
though. It's hard
funnier if we're like, if she shits on me.
I'll be honest.
I'm an idiot.
I don't want to, but Erika was like Mike is such a third rate. Like, no questions about Mike. She's
fuck my mother.
Like, it's too controversial.
Right.
It's like even Barstool.
That's why I understand why they didn't want to go there. It's not what it was about.
But I also feel like the when they do the Blind Mike fans podcast, when they get her on, it'll be mostly about, which will be good.
It was just kind of like, I wish Erika finally got to give her real opinions on me and how much she respects me, and I'm a shrewd negotiator.
She'll get.
But next time, maybe.
When Blind Mike's groupie and AJ interview her, I think they'll get there. I would imagine, because I know
100%.
Yeah, there you go. I think there's great respect for you. Like, I think she's definitely aware of who you are.
Right. It would have been nice if she could have just given that for once.
Well, I mean, you got mentioned by the other key member of the company, Dave Portnoy, yesterday.
I know.
Which came out of, I was like, is he still thinking about this?
First of all, if I throw a punch in anger, my shoulder would dislocate.
You're lefty too, huh? You're southpaw, so you'd be a little bit awkward for him.
Both shoulders would dislocate, but I'd fight him.
So you're on the table right now. Blind Mike and Roger Goodell. The two fights you would accept.
Yeah. No, I said but Blind Mike would not be sanctioned because he's blind.
Okay, yeah. But,
Sounds like someone's a little afraid.
Fights,
what a pussy, huh?
Sounds
Blind
like
Mike would
somebody's
cause
a
so
little
much
afraid.
problems with me because, like, I'd be forced to punch him in the face as hard as I could
If you
until
could
my
land
shoulder
one.
was dislocated.
Oh, no.
And everybody like, oh, he's beating up a blind guy. Put him in prison.
I don't think anyone would feel that way. I know I wouldn't.
I mean, they'd say put him in prison if we're in a fucking boxing ring.
I think I'd be fine with it, honestly. This is kind of funny. You accept that challenge, though.
I've accepted it for years.
Okay, good. Yeah. Good. I mean, I don't know. Boy, that came out of nowhere, though.
I know. Well, that hearing it makes more sense, though, that Eddie brought. I think it's Eddie that brought.
Was that who that was?
Yeah.
I get these voices all confused. I hate to say it. You know, but that was, I think, as a employee, I was comforted by that interview.
Yes.
And I would actually ask you how you feel about that. Like, would you rather it be 3 days a week? Do you like that it's 5 days
I think
a
that's
week?
interesting.
Love that it's 5 days.
Yeah.
I started thinking about this that
Oh,
he
boy.
is now a
Hang
port-
on, everyone.
So I'm one of these people that was bitching to him that I want him to be the next Rogan. I want him to be as big as Rogan. I want
First
him
of all,
to be as big as pardon my take.
When the fuck was he bitching to me about that?
Well, you
being
know.
the next
On
Rogan?
his Minifan show, he was.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he meant to me personally. He was.
No, on the Minifan. Don't you remember? This was back when we were in Framingham, and he had a monologue about how
I do not remember
like,
this.
They should have
I just
KFC
think
on
I
once
just
a
think
week
that Kirk
and-
could be so much more.
Right.
I don't want to see him limit himself.
Jesus, play this idiot. Go ahead.
Because I think he has the talent for that. And then I started thinking about those aren't really daily podcasts. They may come out multiple times a week.
You know what? He starts
but
thinking
they're
a
not
lot.
really.
He's always starting
You're
thinking
going
about
to
something.
see it every single day for 3 hours.
thoughtful guy.
And I can't think of a lot of the daily podcasts that are super successful. The one that comes to mind is Tony Kornheiser, which is
Erika's just
not
signing up
in
on
this
someone's
category.
sheet right now or doing something
It's a
on
very
a conference
small,
call.
different category
She bought
of
herself
a
a couple
daily
minutes.
podcast versus a weekly one. And I'm not sure how you measure that. So if he's not charting on iTunes where you might want him,
What the fuck is he talking about?
Is that even a real measure?
Who's
So
not
doing
charting?
really well-
Who's not charting where I want it? What the fuck is he talking
The
about?
brilliance of Erika, she realizes if I ask him a question, I can get like 50 things done.
I can have my dinner. Fucking, and the other, he's the president. So if we get rid of him, which we'll keep for now, we have to get a vice president.
No, we have one.
The moment in the interview
I don't
when I
think
knew
we do.
Yes.
Who's that?
Patrick, actually. They just
Oh,
did a
interesting.
song about him.
Oh, I'd like to meet him.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Steve.
the moment in the interview when I knew that Erika was a deep Minifan was when DC asked her about the fishing trip and said that he wasn't going.
Oh, she but she
How are you
didn't
going
know.
to get there? Do you guys caravan, or is it just like get your own way to Canada?
I'm not going to be able to go.
Oh, jeez.
Loser.
Do you think that
I run into the real life.
your standing as the president?
Asking the real questions. That was the most important question asked
Better
in this
journalist than
interview.
he is. Jesus. That is a knock on him. I mean, that is a knock on him not going. We'll give him a
That
pass.
was the
but
strangest moment of Erika's career.
that's
I'm just a
strange.
little too logical for that type of stuff.
What was that? What did he say?
It's me. I'm just a little too logical for that type of stuff.
I know Steve would like you like the MHB monologue. I mean, not the rather
DC.
DC monologues. Give me one.
Yeah. So my buddy MHB. So this guy.
Keep in mind, what, $100 million, $200 million company she's running?
She's in charge of it.
Yep.
Okay.
This is like, imagine talking to, 1985, somebody at whatever, one of the employees has a fan like newsletter or something and gets to interview Lee Iacocca. and they sit down and give this explanation as to what happened with his co-host.
Yeah. So my buddy MHB. So this guy, he was sort of like a citizen broadcaster journalist type back last year, writing. So he's got like a little bit of a writing background. He was writing articles. He was doing a little investigation on the Murchison stuff. And
Keep in mind, by the
got
way,
some
this is
attention from
this
Net-
guy who started telling Erika how he wanted to be the next Howard Stern at one point in this interview. I can't imagine why that didn't happen.
Well, he meant he was influenced by Stern,
You're hearing it, right?
Yes, yeah.
I
Actually says, take your top off.
I love the guy. I can't help it. I love the guy.
We kind of hooked up.
I
over
can't
the
listen. I'm a
winter.
fool. I can't listen anymore. It's so fucking boring. But I think he did a good job.
My favorite question was the Sirius satellite radio question. I was curious to hear her answer.
Which one? Because he asked a couple. He was very into that.
His answer was...
what would you find your why around why you have the Sirius XM versus just having podcasts? What does Sirius bring?
By the way, that's urgent sounding DEC right there. I don't know why.
At the very beginning, he was a little fast.
Yeah.
When you're nervous, you get a little faster. But no, this answer wasn't in the first version of the podcast.
Oh, so I think
DEC was hurrying a little bit, and
it's in the second version?
As soon as it was
up.
So
I listened to it this morning, it was up.
Yeah.
Okay. I have not heard that
Well,
yet.
as soon as it came out, which is a testament to how many people were eagerly awaiting this, it was downloaded just like that.
2-minute pause, I was told.
Yeah.
More than
so I downloaded
funny.
the audio file, and then it popped up on my screen. I'm like, holy fuck, he's got some dead air here.
The only reason I find it funny, it's just a technical issue. It's not his fault.
It's just total dead air.
It's not total dead air. It's dead air, and then every once in a while...
Exactly. All you can hear,
she's answering. You can't hear it.
All you can hear is him shifting around on his chair.
Well, okay. Interesting.
Sirius brings us a couple things. So
the answer is we don't really care about that part of it.
Yeah. Well, Mike said he was interested.
I'm curious.
Well, I think you're setting up for the punchline.
I
think.
I was.
I think the best sound clip that we got out of it didn't even come from the interview yesterday, though.
What's that?
Mr. Minihane, make sure I get fed.
Oh my God, is that true?
Daddy.
Is that really her?
It sounds like her.
Mr. Minihane, make sure I get fed.
That is fucked up. Who sent you that?
DEC.
She sounds hungry.
That is so fucked up. Yeah. That's so creepy.
But I'm a heavy hitter.
He did a good job. And for me,
that was not a riskless situation. Throwing the CEO of your company to the Minifan Show could have derailed.
What if he revealed something we've been doing here that she doesn't know?
True. That's a good point. He did an excellent job. I'm proud of him, and I'm proud to endorse him for another term as president.
Another 4 years.
Our president's here like 3 months.
Okay.
But he gets another through Madawaska. Once you're up at Madawaska, if he's not there, I feel like we have to have open elections up there.
That's rough. Yeah, that's a rough look for the president.
I mean, that's a chance for somebody to really...
Although, is that one where if the vice president is there, they don't want to be in the same place at the same time because there's so much risk of...
Yeah,
we haven't even picked a designated survivor.
We should get a vice... You're right, we should get a vice president.
Well, it's DC.
That makes sense.
Yeah, well, we have a vice president.
I hadn't thought of that. That's true.
He's a good man.
We should get a vice...
Patrick.
I need a vice
He's
president.
actually at every event we do.
To me, a vice president has to be somebody who's like ceremonial. They're willing to show up at events. So far, it feels like that guy's not done that.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying is there's a guy for that.
Who?
He's at all the events. This guy, Patrick.
Is that the guy who was in here with Gerry yesterday with the goatee?
No. They have similar facial hair.
Because I think pretty soon he'll be looking for a job.
I need someone else.
Designated survivor. Oh, we haven't picked one yet. Maybe it's the president.
The president himself. Yeah,
that would be odd.
This is like a very high designated
It
survivor.
would be the first time the president was ever the designated survivor, but okay.
Well, it's good. That's the guy you want rebuilding a nation.
Get ready, Erika and Nardini, to be inspired because I'm about to tell you about my great friends at Manscaped. Support for the Kirk Minihane Show comes from Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for
your downstairs area.
This is a weird.
Sorry, I jumped in on that.
Very weird power play.
In on that a little soon.
I don't like this. I allowed Dave yesterday, but this is getting ridiculous.
Jesus. 20% off and free shipping with the code Kirk at manscaped.com. Think of you use deodorant every day. And your armpits fucking stink. Think of what your fucking balls must smell like. I mean, really.
Gary tickles me pink.
What was that?
Gary tickles me pink.
Okay. Sounds good. I mean, if your balls are smelling great and you're all groomed, Steve, and you really get in there and plow a woman in your life, I mean, what is she going to sound like at that moment?
Yes.
I mean, who knows? Oh, she'll say
Good news.
Well, one sec. Oh, well, no, go ahead.
My mother finally got to the episode where I don't know if it was last Thursday or Friday, whenever we did that the first time.
What did she say?
Did you tell Steve to please stop playing those drops?
Steve.
I said, I'm sure that message will...
Steve, can you please stop playing those drops?
Yeah, knock it off.
No, Steve, please stop.
That's a no.
Steve, stop. Stop, goddammit.
Oh, God, no. Stop it.
All right, so you want to smell great, look great down there, be nice and clean for the lady or man in your life. Go to manscaped.com, use my code KIRK, and you get 20% off plus free shipping with that. Manscaped.com, code KIRK. So we have a winner for the Ryan Baldera benefit, right? For Hunter, for young
Excellent.
Hunter.
Yes, we
Raised
do.
$10,000, and we are going, I cannot believe this. This is unbelievable to me. Out west for this. Go west, young man. My understanding is it's out west in New Mexico. Is that correct?
Close.
Where is it?
Western Mass.
Oh.
So essentially
my neck of the
a
woods.
homecoming
Yes.
No pun intended, for Mike and Mrs. Geary, who
and
is
yourself, honestly.
That's true.
Prep school, yeah.
That's true. The question is, if I return, can I be arrested if I return to East Hampton? We'll have to do it in the middle
I don't
of the
know.
night.
I think you might have to have Gerry Callahan as your defense counsel come in and say, "Nah, he's just a
lying.
fucking liar."
Listen to him. Look at his eyes.
Where in Western Mass do we know? Or don't want to say?
No, we don't have it pinned down specifically yet, but Scott Neary from Buffalo Wild Wings tells me Western Mass. And I also have some news to break in that front. Horizon Beverage Group is going to be donating $10,000.
Wow.
Instead of
That's
just matching
fucking
it.
unbelievable.
So over $15,000.
$15,000 for Hunter Baldera. That's unbelievable. First of all, whoever donated $5,000 to have a live show at your house, you're a fucking lunatic. Thank you, you insane bastard. We'll give you the best show you're ever going to get in your life. That's a promise. Whatever you guys want, wherever you want to do it. Honestly, we will capitulate. You know, it's Western Mass. We can capitulate. We can go and come back or do whatever, do a show out there the next day, whatever you want. So I guess, Steve, you'll do it. You'll figure it out once we get in touch with them. Awesome. Thanks to you so much. In Horizon Beverage, $10,000?
Yes.
So we raised $15,000 for young Hunter Baldera's education.
$15,000 and $12.
And $12. Well,
very good.
Let's call $15,000. Let's call $12,000. How's that sound? For Hunter, that's unbelievable. Awesome job. Minifans are the best in the world. Horizon Beverage is the best in the world. That's fucking awesome. So $15,000. Thanks so much to them. And my guess is we'll do that probably sometime in January.
Yeah, I would think so. We'll get with the guy, and obviously he's the high bidder, so we'll work to accommodate whatever he's interested in.
Whatever they want. Yeah, whatever they want. Excellent. We figure out how the hell we're going to do it.
It's pretty easy from a technical standpoint.
True. And we did promise Mama Geary. And that may have been why they bid, Mike.
It'll make it easier for her.
It'll almost be easier if it's in someone's living room, to be honest.
Yes.
For her to strip?
Well, that would be a more intimate show.
Right.
I want to be able to work the board and tuck a $1 bill in
yes,
at the same time.
Yeah.
Steve just did the creepiest $1 tuck move. He's just like,
here you go, madam.
Oh, God, that laugh,
Get
too.
yourself an education.
That laugh. By the way, I saw this. What was this woman that you murdered, basically?
What?
A woman that you went at on one of these shows wound up dying. This Brenda person, and they took pictures of her. Did you see this? They took pictures of. They have pictures of her grave and stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
This one I have not.
Or are you lying? Are you lying? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Give us a backstory.
Supposedly,
have you seen? I first saw from Tim from Canton. You see Tim from Canton tweeting every day these pictures of like. He's like, Steve, this one's to get you going. It's like a woman from like 1920s.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yes.
It's a massive skirt, huge hat on.
So showing her ankle.
a little bit. That's what you like, the imagination.
Right.
As far as I can tell, there is a woman who commented on one of the old S.E. Robinson videos. Negatively about S.E. Robinson. And later ended up dead under mysterious circumstances. But that's all I know.
What a coincidence.
That's just what Tim from Canton has said.
She wasn't an S.E. Robinson fan.
No. She's an S.E. Robinson hater, which there are, it turns out, more of.
The S.E. Robinson
fans.
This woman actually commented on these terrible videos you used to do?
In some instances, years after they were done.
Really?
Yeah.
It's affected her for years.
People are still commenting on the S.E. Robinson.
Well, that I believe.
Well, she's not commenting anymore. That was
so she really died under mysterious circumstances?
That's what Tim from Kent says. I don't know. I don't have any more information on that.
Jesus. Well, there you go. Anybody think that, am I concerned that when Portnoy is not dipping his toe into the restaurant business, that this is a bad move? This almost never works.
The restaurant business almost never works? What are you talking about? There are tons of successful restaurants.
Nah, but most of them go under the first year.
Well, how much money is Portnoy sinking into this? I don't know if there's need to be that concerned.
It's a good question. So
he's kind of the pizza guy, though.
I understand.
I think there was a very well-written article about it.
Very fair,
Yes.
very judicious.
I like it. I think she was making a lot of good points.
Popular but problematic, she says. I think a Portnoy.
I agree.
He's so confusing and conflicted. The fucking dumbest guy on earth.
I don't know. He's a
He's
criminal
known for frequently putting his foot in his mouth.
Blind fat fuck.
Not that time. East 13th Street, where it's going to be. It's going to be called All Right Frankie, which is obviously how he kicks off his pizza reviews all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. It seems like this woman who wrote the story does not like him at all. Went through the whole history and everything. Problematic.
She makes a lot of cogent points.
Oh, we can talk about him later this week when we have him on. I don't know if he'll confirm it or not, but I'm telling you, this is where you start stretching yourself too thin. I'm telling him that. He's trying to get the restaurant business.
But he's got people. You don't think he's going to be in there spinning dough and making sauce?
Yeah, but it's just the whole thing.
That would be fun, though. Hey, what do you want? Two slices?
Became obsessed with it.
This is horizontal expansion rather than vertical expansion.
I hope
he's diversifying.
A famously misogynistic sports blog. Like, how do you even respond to something like that? Honestly, okay, what? How do you even respond to that?
Right. That's what it is.
No, we're
It's
not.
Famously,
Like what?
nuh-uh.
I don't know. Maybe just lean into it. Toxic masculinity is brewed right into our sauce.
Okay. I don't even know.
Brewed right
It'd
into
be
our
interesting
sauce.
way. Just different names for pizzas. Just
I would like if Portnoy's role here is that he just stands at the counter all day and says,
we
everyone
want.
grabs a slice. Hey, one bite. Everyone knows the rules.
Is that essentially what it is?
Oh, he actually says it.
Tell me there's going to be a Papa Portnoy statue out front.
there
of
should
him.
It should be. Is there gonna be a thing where it's gonna be like, like Dave will be superimposing like pictures next to him having pizza and stuff, and like, you give you a little rule.
Well,
you
if
give
it's Davy Mouse, it'll have to be.
Oh, for sure. Like, it's a 7.4 today, Dave. That whole thing.
Will there be a mascot of Dave Portnoy with big cartoonish ears walking around?
it'll be
serving
Dave.
Pizzas?
Of course, it'll be Dave. No, you're right. It goes, "Is that your
Big
second
gloves.
bite?"
You know the rules. Get out of here.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. Come on in for a picture, huh?
So I'll be curious about that. I mean, I gotta figure they'll flip that and open it pretty fast, right? It's a fucking pizza place. It's
Seems
taking
like it,
over
yeah.
a pizza place. I don't know.
If it's already open as a that should be.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And people, I mean, at least early on, people will flock to that. The stoolies.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's like anything else, though. If it's good, I mean,
Yeah, if it's good pizza, it'll succeed.
That'll be a rough look if it's bad pizza.
Oh, you can imagine the health inspector is going to be crawling up his ass looking for pieces of mouse shit.
You should go there, Mike, and give a shitty review right from the start. Do one bite.
Why do you even have to go there?
0-star review.
The fuck is this? It's cold.
That would be a funny video.
You should do that. You should definitely do that.
All right.
Yeah, 3 years from now when we make our next trip to New York.
Yeah.
I wonder when we'll be there next. I was thinking of that, actually. I can't imagine we'll be there anytime soon, right? What are you looking at?
Steve from Providence is texting me.
What does he want?
He wants to call in and plead his case for Rich Mandarin.
What is
Rich
he talking
Mandarin?
about?
What does he mean?
Apparently you banned him.
Rich Mandarin? Does
I
he mean
was
Rich
kidding
Keller?
around.
Oh.
He said he's devoted to Jerry's Discord, the Gerry Callahan Discord. I said, well, then you're out. No big deal.
Oh.
Well, Rich Mandarin's taking it very seriously.
This is very inside
Yeah,
stuff.
I would say, here's what I would say to Steve from Providence. We love him. There's a place where you can do that. It's Saturday.
Yes.
With Mike Geary.
Steve Providence, a regular.
Yeah,
The
tell him it's a Mike and the Minifan operation. We're not really discussing that today. But I do like when somebody like Rich Mandarin turns their back on me.
Rich Mandarin's a good egg.
A guy created.
Yeah, that's right.
I own that name intellectually.
Yes. Some would say you are Rich Mandarin.
Of course I am.
Yeah,
like,
if you
what
go
the
back to
fuck?
yeah.
Go to Jerry's Discord. That's fine. Place is popping.
Does he have one? Is there
I
actually
have
one?
no idea.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. You can do whatever you want, for Christ's sakes. Jesus Christ, these fucking people. We did. We've already done Milton's, right?
Yes, we've already done Milton's.
In the future.
In the future.
We will do it, shortly.
How long is that segment in total?
I think it's about 40 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so pretty long. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I read this Renee Graham thing before he tweeted out this morning. I didn't even know what to,
Well, she pinpoints the true victim in the entire saga.
Well, that's where I get sort of disgusted by the whole thing. Like,
Not even a mention to the suffering that Richard Jewell went through, or to what the FBI did. It just like,
well, she does it again. Like, this is why the Globe sucks, and I give this hideous writer attention I shouldn't. Because I know she starts it by saying, that woman in where is it?
Scruggs.
No.
Atlanta.
No, the other one. The guy grabbed her ass during the race last week. The reporter. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And so she starts with that and then ties it into this, which is a
Yeah,
big leap.
Mike defended the guy on Mike and the Minifan.
It was him, I think. So she, I guess, knows what happens in the movie. She writes about this. In a crucial scene, Scruggs tries suggestively coaxing an FBI agent, John Hamm, into revealing Jewel's name. Kathy, if you couldn't fuck it out of them, he says, who makes you think you can fuck it out of me? Of course, it doesn't take much for the agent to spill what he knows, says Scruggs. Do you want to get a room or just go to my car? Now, I haven't seen the movie.
Spoilers. I mean, come on.
I haven't seen the movie, but there's also a chance, by the way, that they're just two people breaking each other's balls.
Right.
Like, I don't know that. I have no idea, but there's also that. Like, they kind of have a relationship where, they joke around.
Or maybe, because again, we haven't seen the movie, maybe it's this guy is portrayed as the asshole for saying that.
Also that.
Maybe.
Right.
I don't know because I haven't seen it.
Also, by the way, she may be portrayed as somebody who sleeps with the guy. We don't know. We have
Right.
absolutely no idea. Now, the Ham character is a composite. This character is real. By the way, she writes, journalists in the FBI are depicted with such a cartoonish villainy and level of cartoonish villainy and immorality, Jesus. I'm surprised President Trump isn't an executive producer.
Ooh, what a good dig.
Good one. So again, now we're doing this thing where all journalists do, all they care about is when people shit on them. That's it. They don't care about anything else. When you make fun of them, they get their fucking gander up. We talked about yesterday with that...
Gander.
What did I say?
Gander.
I always say that.
You're back to gander.
Yeah, I said the other day, didn't I?
I used gander once talking about the mural.
Taking a gander at it.
Yeah.
Gander up.
Yes, correct.
You get your dander up like a dog.
What's fander?
I don't think fander's a thing. Pander?
I know what pander is. Dander.
Maybe it's
Tandor is an Indian cuisine.
The letters are so close, too, the D and the G.
Right.
Interesting conundrum.
Let's interrogate this.
What's that? What'd you say, Mike?
So they are different words, though.
Well, sure.
How close they are.
I said the letters being different is always a good sign. For different words. That's true.
Looks like we're going 4 hours today, boys.
Yeehaw.
Get into this gander situation.
We really hit a lull here.
Hour and a half shows don't sound so bad to me. So they say there's no evidence she ever. We talked about this for a while, but the amazing thing is, where's the part that I love? Oh, so the Atlanta Journal-Constitution wants a prominent disclaimer added to the film, which is really, what the fuck are we doing here?
I would like it. It would help me get through the movie.
How many? I mean, what is the disclaimer you need? This is based on true events.
Well, I think like most of these movies are going to say, whatever. Some liberties have done whatever.
Artistic license has been taken.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess, right?
I mean, they. I think the Atlanta Constitutional Journal, they want something that says Kathy Scruggs wasn't a hua.
I suppose that's what they say. Scruggs can't defend herself. She died in 2001 at 42, never recovered. Former coworkers say from her role in upending Jewel's life.
She never recovered from ruining someone else's life.
Right, upending.
Yeah,
upending, which is the way.
It's true. Where is she now?
So a journalist can't admit. This is what journalists can't do. They can't admit this Kathy Scruggs woman, and it's sad that she died. I mean, I'm sure she was a very nice woman and everything, but she fucking ruined this guy's life.
Yes,
and he died too. So maybe he died because of her. Like they're saying, basically, in a weird way, she's blaming Richard Jewell for her dying.
But it's also
the Graham,
funny.
I'm saying, the Globe writer saying she never recovered from her role in upending Jewel's life. It's almost like, well, she felt so bad.
It's victim blaming.
She felt so bad in fucking this guy over that she never who am I supposed to have sympathy for there?
It's also funny too because if you were having this debate with her and said, well, maybe she was the cause of him dying, she'd go, whoa, hey, whoa.
Right? No, that's what I mean.
A little much.
It haunted her until her last breath. A writer said earlier this year. It crushed her like a June bug on the sidewalk.
Well, so if you use a metaphor, then it makes it true.
Well, I mean, she probably also was sick or something, right? I don't know how she died. But my guess is it's not because...
I know, Jewel died of heart disease. Do you think the stress of being accused of terrorism by that writer?
Possibly.
I think
the
also
FBI might have been...
Also being a fat ass, I think, didn't help him, right?
Oh, a lot of stress in his life.
Yeah,
a lot of stress he didn't need.
Well, he's also
Scruggs
fat
put
then.
on him.
But if you go back in the New York Times, how they covered the story originally when it broke, they called him basically a dummy and a wannabe Rambo. And the media immediately jumped on this Southern guy who was sort of a security guard and not quite a cop. And they had this whole thing painted, this dummy.
Paul Blart, terrorist.
Yeah, this guy lives with his mom. He's a loser. Meanwhile, the guy's a fucking hero. Saved, I don't know, hundreds of lives potentially.
Yeah, potentially hundreds of lives. I mean, you heard Gerry talking about yesterday. Claims he was there.
He wasn't there.
Claims he was there.
Right, yeah.
But they were thinking that their casualties would be a lot higher.
Picked up the nails. They were hot. Hot nails. I was there for 9 months that year.
I can still smell the smoke.
Taste the embers. But this idea that, I understand that they should, if it's not true, they shouldn't have done it. But they are now defending media members who fucked over Richard Jewell because the movie fucked over those journalists instead of looking at journalism. It's just they can never look at themselves. Never. They can never do it.
Well, but and if you flip it around and it's not a white Southern man, say it's a Glenn Beck falsely accusing the Boston bomber, that Saudi foreign exchange student when he went on his radio show and falsely accused him. Right. He was the evilest. He was so evil. He was bad. He was racist. Blah blah blah. They wouldn't stop talking about that. They sued him. It was the biggest thing ever. But I mean, was Kathy Scruggs ever sued?
I think she was. I think the journal
successfully though.
No, it got tossed.
Exactly.
I imagine.
I think Glenn Beck had to settle.
I think he did.
I think
when the movie about Trump comes out,
he never have to settle. He settled, right? I mean, he could have fought it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Right.
When the Trump movie comes out, I'm sure the media's going to point and go, well, he didn't say this in this way. It wasn't that racist. They'll defend him.
Hollywood's disdain for women journalists. What is that even? Now, the most liberal group in the fucking world disdains women's journalism. I mean, that really gets my gander up. It does.
Dander.
No, it's gander. We're changing it.
I don't know.
And then, you can't give the movie a good review. Every time I read a good review, they're like, well, it's really well made. It's well acted. But This scene, like I don't get it. I don't understand.
Next thing they're going to give soccer stars Person of the Year.
That's true. Fuck that.
Ridiculous.
Why isn't anyone complaining about the FBI giving up secrets for sex?
It's a good question. Yeah,
I mean, there's an accusation that FBI agents would fuck female journalists and then turn over secrets about terrorism investigations. That's impinging on the FBI's reputation, I would say.
But I do also think there's just like
criticize the FBI. They're good people at the FBI.
There's also this thing of like, we've talked about this. I don't know. No matter what, I guarantee I'm going to see this movie, see that scene, and be like, this is the most overblown fucking thing ever.
It's probably just well-crafted innuendo.
Yeah, I mean, and this guy who wrote a liberal. Eastwood's a fucking libertarian. He doesn't fucking care about. It's just stuff like that. Just I don't know. It just aggravates me. Who knows? It doesn't aggravate me. Smith's country cheese. It's so nice. I mean, I did have some cheese yesterday to break my fast, and I guess they made me very happy.
Excellent.
And they seem very happy with us, by the way. They're back again this week. The greatest podcast in the world, they say, with the most loyal fan base. Both are true. Again, the leader, I think, still in the clubhouse is that Minifan out of New York who bought the 10 gift boxes, took care of his whole family. Try and beat him if you like, if you want to. Go to smithscountrycheese.com, order online, use my code KIRK. KIRK. You get 10% off all gift boxes. You find our cheeses in many of your local stores around here. If you're in Massachusetts, Whole Foods, Wilson Farms in Lexington, it's where I go, Big Y, Roach Brothers. If you're local, shop or grocery stores not carry Smith's, make sure you tell them to get it in, as our great friend Daniel did, right, the other day?
Patrick. Who's Patrick?
We did a song about him. We just talked about how he's vice president.
I'm embarrassed to say I'm not familiar with his work. No,
he's a good guy.
You've met
him a few times.
The biggest beard of any Minifan you've ever encountered.
Well, put your show up, you fucking asshole. Put your fucking face on these events and maybe shake my hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, of course.
I mean, Jesus. Go to every grocery store in New England. What the fuck are we doing here?
Well, he's trying. He's doing good work.
The official cheeses of podcast Jesus. SmithsCountryCheese.com. Go there today. And get it done, please. The greatest podcast in the world, the best fan base. I like that. Order online. Use the code KIRK for 10% off all of gift boxes. What a nice collaboration it's been with our friends at Smith's Country Cheese.
It has, and I have reason to believe that Erika Nardini will be receiving a gift box.
Is that because you sent her one?
Courtesy of Kirk Minihane and Steve Robinson.
Oh, that's nice. Jeez.
Throw my name on there.
Jeez, that's really nice. That really...
From Kirk and Steve.
Has a real... That makes me mozzarella happy.
Damn it.
Shit.
Makes me brie.
I really bereave in them. No, I don't think I should do that. No, we'll leave that to Fitzy. We think.
Speaking of Fitzy.
Good guy.
Oh, God. I mean, let me just say, and I just saw... So you ever see that Sources Say guy on Twitter? Mm-hmm. He's taking this thing I'm doing, and I appreciate this.
Yeah.
Very seriously.
Oh, yes.
He said...
he's also been talking some shit recently.
Has he? What did he say?
Yeah, I was looking at Twitter yesterday.
Well, he said, sources say real low blow by Kirk Minihane go at Fitzy.
Yeah.
Why even throw this out there and potentially put his job in jeopardy? There's something Globe would do. Take shots of someone from words a year ago. You're better than that, Kirk. Exactly.
I agree. That's what I was trying to say.
I mean, I'm with you. I'm just saying I'm trying to get this guy protected.
Right.
Was he on the radio this morning? I'm sure he was.
He was.
There you
It
go.
was so well known, Greg, that Herm Edwards used to look out for the Patriots camera taping the sidelines and do crazy faces and do like blah, 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 and like do like monkey face and like blow raspberries at them and send them.
Whoa! Hold on. This was today.
Yes.
He said Herm Edwards would make monkey faces.
Listen, there's nothing. There's nothing racist about that. You're digging too hard here.
So
he's a good man.
He compared someone to a certain animal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
do that all the time.
I'm just again. I want to defend the guy. I don't want to get in any trouble at all.
Funny faces.
I believe Herm Edwards is not white.
That's correct.
Yeah. Right.
And all I'm saying is, all I ask for ever is consistency. Mm-hmm. That's all. If Gerry Callahan said that at the EEI, he'd be in trouble. Why isn't Fitzy? And by the way, I don't think any Minifan transcribed that thing yesterday. I didn't see it anywhere online.
Someone did.
Did they?
I know the Warthog. I was with the Warthog. He read it to me. So he goes,
transcribe.
Here it is.
Wait a minute. Transcribe what?
Oh, wait a second.
What?
There's no need to play it again.
Play what?
You know what we're talking about.
I'm sure I don't.
Damn it.
I took everyone's favorite Voyant to fucking transport when you're going from Boston to New York. That's right. That's how I roll. $15, the fun wild bus. Apparently, Fun Wan is Chinese for, dude, you will probably fucking die on I-95 as you hit 88 miles per hour past fucking dark brown and go back into Chinese time. Why the fuck that thing has a driver and a steering wheel and an engine when it should just have fucking chicken wings, orange sauce, and a fuse that they light on the back? And then you just grab the seat.
I mean, I don't
If you
want
want to say he's guilty of being a hack, then fine. But the man is not a racist.
Can I hear today's sound again?
Oh, this is...
No, I mean,
a hatchet
it
job.
was so well known, Greg, that Herm Edwards used to look out for the Patriots camera taping the sidelines and do crazy faces and do like blah, 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 and like do like monkey face and like blow raspberries.
I mean,
at them.
where's the Dino Costa laugh track over that? I mean, this is just this is so wrong.
He's a funny guy. He's funny. That's funny.
Steve,
It's comedy.
Do I ask for consistency all the time?
You do.
I mean, that's all I'm asking for.
Right.
So how are you going to feel if you get it?
What do you mean?
How are you going to feel if Fitzy gets fired?
I don't think Fitzy should be fired. I think the people who put him in that position, who bowed at the knee of people who labeled false racism charges at people, and then bring in a real racist like Fitzy, those people should be fired.
How are you going to feel when Fitzy gets fired?
Fine. I mean, my cereal tastes the same, but
don't you think it will undermine any kind of arguments we've had about censorship or deplatforming or cancel culture?
No,
he's a good man.
You're not worried. You're not worried about engaging in the very behavior that you detest.
Well, I've said they shouldn't fire him. If I said they should fire him at one point, give me one example. I said they should fire him
Yesterday.
I did not. I did not. I would never call. Who made the argument with the Dino Costa thing this morning? Me.
Right.
They should not fire. Nobody should be fired for speech, in my opinion.
Right.
Unless it affects businesses.
You know what you're doing here, sir.
Unless it affects businesses. And to the businesses that
I think
advertise
you know
on the
what
Greg
you're
Hill Show,
doing
if you're comfortable going to business with people like that, with the Klan, do it.
So
that's fine. That's
you know
fine.
What you've done here,
no,
the real,
fine.
The real question here is: if Fitzy gets fired, do we give him a chance in Mike's chair?
No,
There you go.
I can't bring in somebody. I can't bring in somebody like that. We know where Mike stands in terms of like the Weinstein stuff, the Cosby stuff. Fine,
Right.
we managed to control that. Mm-hmm. But the racist stuff with Fitzy, I mean,
he's a good man.
Is he the most racist person on earth today? Yeah, he is, and I think that's a concern. But if Greg's comfortable with that, I'm not going. I applaud Greg's bravery for working with somebody like this. There's a reason why Greg Hill does better ratings Gerry Callahan could ever do.
Yeah.
So you said earlier you would go on David Duke's show if you get invited to fill in for Greg Hill with Fitzy. Would you do that?
That's too racist. That
Right.
I can't do. Like that's there's a line that you can't cross. And I mean, look, you want to, you know what ruined Howard Cosell's career at the end was when he compared a football player to a monkey.
Right.
You remember that or no? That's how it ended.
Vaguely. Did he say, look at that monkey run or
Yes.
something like that? Yeah.
Save that, Steve. But but like that is sort of that level of racism. I'm kidding with Mike because I know Mike's not racist. He doesn't race bone in his body.
Thank you.
But I mean, Fitzy.
All right.
I mean, the guy is a white knight. We're talking here. Like I don't know what else. Now I will say the audio quality. I give Ken a lot of grief. But I mean, clearly, Fitzy's got a robe over his head there, and he sounds pretty good.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, he sounds pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, you can't defend that, Mike. Go ahead.
Listen. It's not particularly funny. It's not my taste in comedy.
But
he's
racist.
He's trying to be funny. It's not racist.
Steve, deciding vote, Steve.
He's
racist,
a hack.
yes.
He's a cornball.
I'm not saying
he goes
again.
to the most
I'm not
obvious.
saying the guy should be fired. Look. Well, let's do it this way, okay? Let's be fair about this.
Yeah.
Once again, I will ask today's sound with the Herm Edwards stuff. Yesterday's sound. If a real prominent Minifan could transcribe both,
right,
and then attach a bunch of names to it so people can see it, and then we'll just take a look at it, the printed word.
Did yesterday, but
I'm just saying we'll take a look at the printed word. I'm very clear on the record. This is for KMS quotes. Fitzy should not be fired. Is he racist? Yes. Should he be fired? No. I'm wondering, he should be deplatformed. I can't be more clear about this.
What's the difference between a comment like that from Fitzy and what Roseanne did?
Okay, with Valerie Jarrett?
Yeah.
I don't think either should have been fired.
I don't think Roseanne should have been fired, but
I also don't think Roseanne is a racist.
But I also understand the practicality of it. There were advertisers who were going to bail on Roseanne. So I understand it's a business. Now, that's up to the advertisers of the EEI.
Oh, hold on a second. Are you saying that all of the advertisers who stay with the Greg Hill Show are giving tacit approval of Fitzy's racism?
No, that's not what they're doing.
Yes, I am.
Nope. That's
so
not,
if you advertise on EEI, you are a racist.
No, No,
Yes.
you're fine.
Oh, so you like
this is so awful.
So
Why
Mike,
the fuck are we doing
Mike,
this?
you're defending the EI advertisers?
No, but if they want
So
to
now Mike's going to defend advertisers, the EI. Fine,
they wanna-
fuck you.
You really got us in a pickle here, Minihane.
I'm on the war with that place. I want that place to burn to the ground. And all I want, and if you don't understand from my perspective, and again, I don't want Fitzy to be fired, all kidding aside. The inconsistency of that, then I can't help you out. I can't help you out.
There's a funny element of you. Like I believe that because if someone else pointed it out, if Shirley Leung pointed it out or whatever, there would be massive outcry for him to be fired.
And also, we would be on the front lines defending Fitzy.
The fact that you pointed it out, they go, "Oh, look at Minihane."
Right, but I'm about to say this: like we're trying to get the Globe's attention on this, just because I think it's funny. Right. And if Shirley actually wrote about it, I'd be the first guy to defend him, even though it came from me.
Even though you defend him, even though it's all because of you.
I don't think he should be fired, but I think he's a racist.
He's not a racist.
Well, I mean, I don't.
Clearly not a racist.
Would you say clearly, Steve?
Yes, he's not a racist. He's a hack.
I mean, just compared he compared an African American man to a monkey.
Yeah, he goes to the most obvious.
Do you know how long that trope has been around?
References that he can pull out of his ass.
That trope has been around since the 19th century.
He wasn't even thinking he was black.
He was calling him subhuman.
How do you know that?
That's not what he was doing.
He absolutely was.
Those are dehumanizing racist caricatures.
Like that of a monkey.
Well, now you're engaging in dehumanizing racist tropes.
No. I think it's awful. Call I want to talk to him.
What you're doing here is not good, sir.
This is not right.
You're not.
I just said he shouldn't be fired.
I know you did.
What do you want me to say? But there is
your behavior is wrong here.
If Kirk Minihane said the thing about the Asian stuff, or Gerry Callahan said the thing about Herm Edwards, what would the Globe do if they had that information?
I think
2 years
run
ago.
with it.
Well, there you go. All I'm asking for the Globe is to be consistent.
I think the Globe would be wrong if they did that, and I think they would be wrong.
I agree with
here
that,
again.
but I mean, I do think there's for controlled government radio, I think just widespread racism needs to be stopped.
Well,
hello? Yeah, I'd like to be on with the guys, please. My name is Kirk Minihane. What's up? I need to talk about this Fitzy situation, all the racism. We need to get to the bottom of it because it's a real issue. All right, Stiz, I'll talk to you later, buddy. I mean, again, this is a guy I feel bad for Stiz because down deep he's like, for all I know, he's got a girlfriend of a different color persuasion. They're an Asian girlfriend. He must be looking at Fitzy through that and thinking, oh my God, I'm looking at the face of evil
I really don't think so. I think he's a good man who's trying to be funny and just isn't capable of it. That's what I think.
Well, I think you can be racist and also be unfunny. I mean, he can be both. He can be a hacky racist.
But see, the thing is, Fitzy also has had some degree of success as a comedian. I know he's not wildly successful, but doesn't have Netflix show.
Let's not get crazy.
He's got over 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. He did the Friars Club roast.
Mm-hmm.
He's on a radio show.
Right.
Like, out there are
funny
people.
Guy, he gets laughs.
There are people who look at Fitzy and say that's just good New England humor.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a group that I think he's big, honestly, with Klan stuff. I think he does rallies and dinners and stuff.
I'd like to chicken on that. I'm not sure.
Well, I think his act kills there. I think they like that.
I don't know.
I mean, this is a really, really, really racist comedian, and it offends me. Not a lot offends me, but it offends me. I will say his comedy offends me.
I don't know. I think he's just trying to get by.
I mean, where's the Globe on this, Steve? This is a big issue.
Can we call Shirley?
We'll let her handle it herself, but I mean, I know it affects me every day.
Yeah.
Where's Bob on this?
He's retired, I understand right now, but time to come out of retirement, Bob. Let's go.
Well, maybe not.
Let's go.
Maybe they shouldn't.
Kind of a half-hearted defense from Mike here.
All I do is
the
ask.
Globe and Bob have learned from their mistakes, and they're not going to go after.
Why should I be their mistake?
Well, you were a martyr, perhaps. You died for.
I want consistency. If Shirley really cares, they had to drag poor Christian Foyer around the country speaking to these groups.
Right.
Where's Fitzy?
Well, maybe they don't see it as that bad. Maybe
the Boston Globe
The
Boston Globe wrote a story about how one white couple was ruining Chinatown.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah.
Maybe the Globe is now racist.
Is there any slight that they can't write about?
Maybe the Globe likes racism. That's what we should be focusing on. Maybe the Globe is into a little racism.
I understand your point, Mike, but I just can't get past the words.
Well,
the words hurt.
Well, I tried.
Words hurt. To me, words are much more important than action. I
don't know about that. I've never heard you say that.
That's my new take on it now.
I've kind of forgotten what we were talking about.
Oh, yeah, let me hear it again?
Well, we've heard it. I think
that Herm Edwards used to look out for the Patriots camera taping the sidelines and do crazy faces and do like blah, 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 and like do like monkey face and like.
It's clear that's not what
he
meant.
Deadspin.
He didn't mean anything by it.
EEI announcer calls Herm Edwards monkey.
I don't think that's what he was doing.
Headline written for you.
Get you one better.
Good.
Later this afternoon, Barstool Sports. Herm Edwards does monkey face.
I didn't say it though.
No, Barstool. Oh, sorry, Fitzy.
Right.
Herm Edwards does.
Thank you. Yes,
I'm saying the headline will be at Barstool Sports later this afternoon.
I hope so. I mean, hopefully.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that should be the case.
It's gonna get the clicks.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're trying to get the clicks.
I don't know.
I mean, we're just
they got Reamer in trouble when they did that, and I just fear that it might happen again.
Well, the thing is, when you get to like the 9th paragraph, I'll clarify.
Yeah,
the situation.
we'll tell the truth of the story. Don't you worry about it.
I'm worried that might not be high enough in the article.
No,
you know?
I mean, the paragraphs 5 through 7 have to be about the Fung Hua bus incident to
Well,
establish
look,
the
as
pattern.
I used to hear all the time, and now I totally understand. If you're driving your kids to school, Mike, and they're saying stuff like that in the car, I mean, what can we do?
I would say maybe just change the channel.
We can't change the channel. We can't. No, it's too much work. You can't turn it off. No,
imagine.
No, I think the responsibility is on the host, not the parent.
No, I think you should just change the channel.
Imagine you're a young black man. Okay,
Right.
you're waiting for the bus. You're listening to WEEI, and you hear Fitzy talk about monkey faces.
Why did they take the bus, Steve?
What does that do for
Yeah,
your self-esteem?
what does that mean,
What does it do for your
Why are they-
self-esteem, your
why-
confidence?
why aren't they like a
maybe-
Mercedes driving to work?
Maybe they are. I was
Thank
just
you.
trying to paint a picture of a marginalized
See, that's the
community
difference. Is
further
we
kept
talk
down
out
by
those issues.
institutional
Unlike
racism.
EEI, where somebody says something horribly racist, they just
laugh.
move on.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe it was just a joke, and we can move on and not play it anymore.
Well,
you know?
you may be willing to move on, but Kirk Minihane has always said,
Well,
we need to nitpick and cherry pick something somebody says and
I
try and
don't
ruin
remember
it.
that
Oh,
message.
sure, been doing it for
It's
years.
so well known, Greg, that Herm Edwards used to look out for the Patriots camera taping the sidelines and do crazy faces and do like blah, 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 and like do like monkey
Let's
faces.
be very
and
fair about this too. For being fair,
Mm-hmm.
Steve is not playing. Like he said this 7 or 8 different times today, right, Steve?
He did, yeah.
Those are
all
each different times. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just keeps saying it. Like he just randomly saying it in the middle of nowhere.
Well,
And I'm really just creating-
It's not what he doesn't mean anything by it. He doesn't mean anything offensive.
I'm really just creating more work for myself because I'm gonna have to go back and bleep all of those out.
Oh,
I think we could leave it. It's probably fine. It's not that big a deal, right, guys?
I think it's the biggest story in the country right now.
I don't know.
I do. I mean,
I don't
I
know.
think
fuck impeachment.
I think it's time to bring down people when they say
No,
jokes like that on the radio. Absolutely, I've always
No.
felt that way for
I
years.
think
years
we
and
should
years.
let this one
I would
slide.
say the Globe and Bob. Like, listen, I totally understand your perspective on that. I'll try and do a better job.
I think we need to call
And I
John
tried
Henry
every-
for comment.
And I tried every time. It's just a Red Sox partnership. I don't know what.
Right.
What's Sam? You know what? Should we call Sam Kennedy?
I think we should probably call
I
Sam
think we
Kennedy.
should.
Well, maybe 2 wrongs don't make a right here, you know?
I think
That's
maybe
what
we
I
should.
always say, huh?
Well, you know, I'm sort of stuck on this one, Mike.
I understand, but it just seems like of all the ones to pick up on.
You're just
you know?
watching this happen in slow motion, Mike, and
You
you're
know,
not really protesting as
we defended-
vociferously.
We
as you should
defended
be.
Tim Ryan, remember that? We defended that guy.
Oh, this is nothing compared
this
to the
is-
Tim Ryan
I
situation.
don't know about
If
that.
I have to go back to the sound. I'm sure I'm called for him to be fired. I have to think I did.
I don't remember that.
That seems
It
like that's the way I
seems-
would do it.
I don't know.
Yeah, that just seems like I don't like. Yeah, no, I think he probably shouldn't have been fired for
Well,
that.
see, Kirk likes
Hell,
consistency.
I should have been fired many times. I would never have disputed that.
Right.
Like this is what we do. We're trying to bring.
Well, I
Kirk
defended you,
did
and I
say-
defend these people. I think we should let this one go. You know.
You know, the EEI article could say, long established pattern of racism at WEEI. Kirk Minihane once said he doesn't like to work with black people.
Yeah, they could, but
That's
they would be
true.
wrong if they said that.
That's
I think.
true.
I think they might be wrong if they
That's
said
true.
that. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's.
Hello. Big Refuse like, yeah, I'll come on.
Great.
I don't think Mr. Kennedy's going to pick up.
It's weird.
Probably not. Oh well. Okay. Well, I mean, fine. Look, again, I am going to make this couple things very clear about this. I don't want Fitzy to be fired.
No, good.
I do. Of course, I don't. I don't want anybody to be fired for anything they say. Generally, 99.99999% of the time.
Right.
Is EEI being consistent? No.
No.
Is Fitzy racist? Yes.
No. No.
Those are my 3 things.
No.
I think we could leave it at we don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure too. I mean,
I don't think he's a racist.
I will say my a little bit of research yesterday confirmed that the X is Japanese for Y or X is Chinese for Y. Very common joke for Fitzy.
Yeah, I think.
it's a big one.
Yeah, he's gone back to it a couple of times.
My understanding is that Fitzy, let's just say, often in that studio or around will have a face painted a different color.
See, I don't know about that.
I mean, that's just my.
He does the
I
Trudeau.
don't know about
That's-
that. I don't know that we should start that.
What do you mean? I'm just saying it's my understanding. I don't know that for a fact.
You're saying no one should use the hashtag Fitzy blackface.
No. Well, I don't know that's true, but I've heard that. I don't know if it's true or not. And he's a very nice. By the way, he's a very nice guy. He is. I like him.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But you gotta remember,
this.
you gotta remember, this
kind
is
of my central message here.
You gotta remember, this is a. I don't know what's so funny about that. This is a to try and knock racism. This is a probably Fitzy Senior and Uncle Grandpa Fitzy.
Mm-hmm.
This is racism that probably goes back all the way. I mean, these are old Irish guys, So we're trying our best here with
To
them.
be fair, Fitzy is a character. We forget Fitzy's not a real guy.
I don't call him Fitzy on the show, don't
There
they?
is no Uncle Fitzy.
They call him Fitzy on the
Yeah,
show,
but his
don't
name's
they?
Nick Stevens. Fitzy's kind of
Well, don't you think if you have a pretend name on a radio show like that anyway, you should just get fired just for being a fucking hack?
Who thinks?
Yes. Now that's a message I can get behind.
Who thinks?
Now we're meeting in the middle here.
I got a question though. Who thinks Herm Edwards has a monkey face? Fitzy
I don't.
or Nick Stevens?
I don't.
Well,
Right. That's a good question.
That I don't know. I don't know. But the point is that monkey. You ever seen a monkey at the zoo or anything?
Sure, I have.
They make funny faces.
So I suppose, but
That's
I don't.
the point.
I don't
There's
correlate
no
them
racial-
with anybody who's African American.
Why couldn't
No, just people. We're all
Was Bill
people.
Belichick?
Why couldn't he
make-
have just said funny faces then?
Does Bill Belichick make monkey faces?
Well, he wanted
Nick
to be
Saban?
silly. He wanted to be cute. With
John
monkey
Gruden?
faces. Well,
Bruce
people-
Arians?
Sometimes people use analogies.
It's weird he picked that
maybe,
one.
Maybe John Gruden doesn't make funny faces. That's
Yes,
the-
he does. He's famous for that.
Well, that more of a Chucky face.
Oh well, I mean, I guess I don't. I mean, so I'm willing to come to meet you in the middle.
Okay.
We both don't think he should be fired.
No.
Okay. We both think he's terrible.
Yes, sure.
Okay. We
I'll
both
agree
think
with
he's racist.
No, I never said that.
Oh, all right. I mean, we both think the Globe's being inconsistent.
Yes.
Again, I
Sure.
just what's today? December 11th. If it's December 11th, 2017.
Yes.
And Bob Murchison sends Shirley a old bit of Kirk Minihane doing. And by the way, I dare somebody to find any video of my past in the late 80s, for example, where I made jokes like this. I dare you to do it. Well, I'm just saying. I dare you to do it.
People could do it.
Bickering is pointless. Well, hold on, Steve. We don't need to do that. But
What is that from, by the way?
Oh, I'm holding this photon detonator.
I don't know what that is. But
Is on planet Gamma.
hold
Alpha
on.
Four, the star system.
My point is, if Bob Murchison gets that, sends it to Shirley in 2011, Kirk Minihane doing say I did stand up just is an amateur night, and I made those jokes from 9 years ago. You think Shirley would say, you know what? It was 9 years ago. Who cares? No big deal. He's on the radio now, or would she run with it?
I think she might run with it.
Okay, and if Gerry Callahan said that Herm Edwards is making monkey faces on the sidelines, do you think she'd say, you know what? I'm being reasonable here for a second. Herm Edwards is actually the only guy who did it. The guy who said it clearly is not racist.
Right.
Herm Edwards is making what is called monkey faces. Even it's do you think that
I think they might call him a racist.
Okay,
No, we've already tuned it out.
Do you
The
think
racist thing was too easy. No explanation.
Do you think
needed.
they contact advertisers?
I think they might.
Okay, so all I'm asking for is consistency.
Well, I think maybe two wrongs don't make a right.
I thought it does.
I think they should maybe say we're sorry, Kirk and Jerry. That's what they should
hi.
say.
Is this the Worcester delicatessen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do the sausage ads on EEI.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, hey, did you hear about this?
That's all. That's it. I mean, I don't want it to happen. And again, I think leading the charge far more than you. Fitzy should not be fired. You seem ambivalent on this.
You do.
I don't think. Right? Am I right,
don't think
Steve?
he should be fired.
I don't think he
He's
should
kind
be
of
fired.
laughing.
I think
He's
I've been
laughing
pretty-
about it though.
I've been pretty
I
clear
hate
about
to
it.
use the word fired even about Fitzy because then I have the idea of him holding a torch in his hands.
Well, see,
Which
I don't get that
is
image.
is a whole,
Yeah.
I think he rides the show on the horse every day. So
I
I
don't
don't
know
want to
about
get
that.
into
I mean,
that.
there's a reason he started zipping up iPhones at his performances.
Oh, that's a good point too. I didn't even think of that.
Right.
So I'm defending as always, free speech. My guy Fitzy, Nick Stevens, should keep his job.
Good.
The people who hired him should lose their jobs.
I'm okay with that, but
Fine.
not. Again, the reasons seem unclear because I don't think he's a racist. But
Raise shields, quickly.
That's your opinion. But
what are you doing? What the fuck is going on?
I was 13 years old. But I happen to... Steve, I thought we're holding off on this. No, Jesus Christ, you're so excited about this. Relax. We'll get it. We'll get there at some point. But, yeah, I mean, I just think it's a horrible thing. That's all. It pains me.
That.
I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Steve?
I think that he could have used a better choice of language here.
Put it this way.
It's not a high crime.
Here's
It's
what
a
I'd say.
it's a
Here's what I'd
misdemeanor.
say. 2 words. Sensitivity training.
I'll say this.
That's all.
I'm not necessarily.
It's not
I think that'll fix everything. In my experience, it's fixed everything.
It's not.
It was really a good thing.
I'll say this. It's not as bad as the tweet from the main Barstool account that I sent you yesterday.
That was shaky. I'll just leave that alone.
That was odd.
I don't want anybody in trouble for it because I don't think there was any intent.
No.
But it was in 2019 an odd move. That's all. An odd move. But like again, I'll defend that all day.
But I think we should be criticizing the people that would call them racist, not the other way around.
Agreed, and I always do. I can find an example where I haven't done that.
Well, I don't know. It seemed yesterday you were on
But
shaky
not
ground.
but not today.
Well,
I've had Fitzy's back all day today.
Somewhat.
Do I think Fitzy should be fired?
No, it doesn't
Then what the
seem
fuck
like
do you
that.
want me to say?
Well, you said he's a racist, which I don't really agree
I just
with.
go by his humor.
And then the problem is they're branded forever
hold
as a
on, hang
racist
on.
once that stigma is out there. And
I'm fine with that. That doesn't bother me.
Well,
Why were we talking about Fitzy yesterday?
huh?
Why are we talking about Fitzy today?
Well, because,
I don't.
you guys
It was so
tried to...
well known,
Oh.
Greg, that Herm Edwards used to look out for the Patriots camera taping the sidelines and do crazy faces and do like blah, 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 and like do like monkey face and like
It's a silly image. Silly.
Greg just laughing
monkey.
away at this. I mean, my God, the
It's
Grand
funny.
Wizard himself.
He's
Oh,
a funny
Jesus.
guy.
I mean,
I hadn't even thought about that.
I mean, isn't there?
No.
Put it this way: Shirley Leung. I don't want to get her last name wrong. I always get it wrong. What is it?
Leung, I think.
Is it? I thought it was Shirley
You
Long.
should know by this point.
I think it's Shirley Long. I think is how she says it.
Oh, okay, wow.
When she admonished Christian Fourier for doing the Don Yee accent,
Mhm. She was wrong.
she was wrong. I agree. She was wrong to do that.
Yes.
Completely wrong to do that. Or whatever. She wrote it. The punishment for Fourier was ridiculous. She admonished Glenn and Lou for laughing and not putting a
Right.
stop to it. What she wanted them to do was for Glenn Orber to say, listen, Christian, this is really a very insensitive thing you're doing. We need to put a stop to this right now.
As we always do when Mike does a racist
Well,
impersonation.
let's be fair. We edit it out.
Right.
I mean, that I have to say we do.
Yeah.
And I mean, this
I've
weird.
done a few during this.
This weird, again, going back to the Office, Asian Mike character is not, is not really. It was funny. It was funny 12 years ago on NBC. Can't do it.
Yeah, right.
So think about this. She wanted Christian and Glenn punished.
Right.
Does that seem a little absurd to you?
Of course it does.
So if we're
yes.
being consistent-
Now we're on my side of the street. No,
Well,
no.
if
no,
we're
no,
being
no.
consistent-
No. Now you're getting...
I mean, I want Greg, Danielle,
No.
Ken.
You're going the wrong way.
Stiz,
No, we don't want that kind of consistency.
Chris. I mean, I
We
don't
want
know
the
what to
other
say.
way. We want the other way.
Good. I don't know what to say.
I know what to say.
Should we call Joe Zarbano, Mark Hannon, David Field? I don't know
We're
where.
not calling Joe Zarbano.
I don't know where to go with this. I mean, it's just. Look, if you allow this to happen, you allow it to happen. But then,
I think they should allow it to happen all the time. Is the thing. They should allow it to happen with you and Jerry. They should allow it to happen here.
I
That's
agree.
what
But if I was going to be imprisoned or stymied there, I think others should be as well.
Well, you escaped. You got to give your voice elsewhere at a better place.
Who's right on this one, Steve?
Really feel
I
like
think you're right.
Thank you.
of course.
Yes, thank you.
No, I
I'm
think
saying the guy shouldn't be fired. What do you want him defending his right to say it?
He's been consistent on that, and there's also an element of performance art where we're very clearly making a poignant point about cancel culture.
Okay, well, I didn't know
What's
we had
that?
that on the nose about it.
Yeah, I mean, thanks, Steve. Ruined the whole bit for the last day and a half. Fucking dummy. He goes, yeah, you're right. Okay. He's my best friend, Fitzy. We talk 10 times a day. I fed him that joke. Anyway.
Well, DC's got his car crash.
I think Fitzy should go to jail for 50 years.
Well,
I will say I wouldn't. I'd be totally fine with EI losing advertisers over it. I'd take joy in that.
Well, of course.
No issue with that.
Of course, there would be part of me that enjoyed it.
Well, they can
But I
come
wouldn't-
advertise with a major podcast that
I wouldn't
doesn't
support
tolerate those kind of racist tropes.
Well, we can edit them out with Mike. That's true. Oh, boy, that balloon got popped pretty good.
Really,
Only Steve Robinson
took the wind out of our sails.
Satire. Have a good trip. See you later. Oh, God.
Welcome to Universal Studios Star Trek Adventure.
What are you doing? Hold on with that. Jesus Christ.
How did that surface?
I mean, come on. How the hell do I know? How does anything surface? If I'm fucking a duel in like a day and a half.
Maybe a dual had it.
Oh, Jerry's going to be all worked up.
Why is that?
Won Times Person of the Year?
Greta Thunberg.
No.
Yes.
Oh,
I was just
Megan
guessing.
Rapinoe.
I haven't even seen it this morning.
God.
16.
Ruined her childhood. Well, the reality is I don't care about time. I mean, but Trump should just win every year, right?
It's also
you know by impact. I mean,
right, my understanding is that Bin Laden and Hitler have so it's not an award; it's an acknowledgement of
who's the most impactful person.
What has their impact been?
Nothing.
Yeah.
What has she done?
I don't know.
You know what my favorite thing is? Do you remember in 2006 when they just put a mirror on it and the person of the year was you? Yeah. I love it when people list in their biography that they were the 2006 Time Person of the Year. It's so catchy and original.
It is funny. I saw some people suggest I should have been.
It was 2006 and people still do it?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Do they really?
It's brutal.
I don't think I've ever seen that, but I'll take your word for it. All right, so we're going to talk to Matt Walsh, right?
Yes.
So Matt Walsh thinks pornography should be illegal, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right? Censored.
Yeah.
Like Steve Robinson, the censor man himself. Do we have any other songs, by the way, or no?
Nope, that was the only one that came in.
Jeez, what a crew. How many porn parodies do you have today? 20?
A bunch, yeah. Okay. Some of them are too filthy.
I'm censoring them.
Oh, good. Well, I think we covered it all today. Jesus. I don't know.
Sure did.
Fucking Steve. Unbelievable. I love the people. Some this is a fucking thing you railed against for years.
Someone reached out to me and said, Mike, you really should have, I know you're afraid to go at Kirk, but you really should have taken a stronger stance yesterday.
Jesus Christ. I give up.
Stop. This bickering is pointless.
It doesn't sound like you were 13. That sounds like you now, like your voice.
Thank you. Well, I was, I shouldn't say 13. I was probably 14 or 15.
Okay.
I don't know. It was down in Florida.
Universal.
Right. Say the Star Trek tour. So my buddy Pete French and I were teenagers fucking around. So we went and did the video, just to do whatever. He's, by the way, passed away.
Oh, no.
So Pete's brother is the one that kind of kicked off the whole thing with me and Fuller. That's the thing I'm talking about. Yeah,
Gotcha.
So we just did it just to be two teenage idiots and,
But what about the photon detonator?
It's not real. It's a gag gift from my brother's gay lover.
You guys write the script?
Yeah, we just dicked around for it. Steve's been dying to play it. I don't think it's that great.
So, all in all, I'd say this mission was a complete success.
All right, we're good, Steve. What are you doing? Jesus Christ. Why do you get so hard on for this one?
So, all in all, I'd say this mission was a complete success. Well, Captain, what now?
Captain Wonton, ahead.
Now, wait a second.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Now, wait a second. Now, let's point the finger in the other direction.
Hold on.
What was that?
That was a young Kirk Minihane referring to Sulu as Captain Wonton.
That's true. Although, did I refer to him as that
line.
first in the script? I did not. My partner did. Now deceased.
No, I don't remember that part.
Look at the beginning. Pete called him that first.
It's going to be tough to go after that guy.
And I legitimately didn't understand what he's talking about. I thought that was the guy's name. I didn't know anything about Star Trek.
All I know is you should probably never work again.
I apologize, but I've gone to sensitivity training. I apologize. Now, it's like the old tweets. Will they find 13-year-old Kirk Minihane? Will I be part of cancel culture for that?
Steve texted me about it yesterday, and I was like, is this really, did people find this? I was looking for it on Twitter.
Did you find it, Steve?
Yeah.
How'd you find that?
I have my ways.
What are you doing?
No, someone sent it in. No. Someone sent it in, actually. They said they'd sent it to Mike, and Mike didn't think it was a big deal.
Who's your...
Like a couple of months ago.
Well, I wouldn't call it a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Why?
Wait till you see the Twitter reaction to it.
Oh, but okay. I don't know.
I don't remember ever
a young Kirk Minihane dancing with aliens.
No, if I hadn't seen that, I would have shown you because I think it's funny.
But it's
I don't
clearly
that.
Satirical.
It's going to raise some questions.
Like what?
We'll see.
I'm fine.
I think that there will be a vigorous. I'll just say I think there's going to be a stronger Twitter reaction to the images from that video than there was to Gerry announcing his podcast yesterday.
Well, it's more important. I don't doubt that.
Who's the aunt that gave us the dancing Kirk pictures?
Aunt Sandra.
Is that who had her mitts on this?
No. This was
uploaded on YouTube in 2015. This has been on YouTube for 4 years
YouTube?
now. Yeah, it's been on YouTube for 4 years now. It's got 205 views. Soon,
it's about to have a few more.
Great. Jesus Christ. Just what I need.
Although it does show that quick wit. It was there
I think
all
it was
along.
18. I think that was... Jesus, I was about to say I should ask my mom or dad. I think it was February 89, which would have made me 14.
And I was just born.
No one cares about you. Awesome.
I was not born yet.
Great. Neither was Greta Thunberg. And Gene Hackman was 76 years old. What do you want me to do? So I think it was February 89, spring break, winter break. We went down to Florida with my family because we went down with his family the year before that, I think. So yeah, that would have been then. And we were just like, let's go, what it's like with your friends. Let's go be fucking idiots for 10 minutes. It was kind of fun. I liked it.
You looked like you were having
Seems
fun.
like it.
I
Sounds
did.
like it.
I looked. How young do I look?
I would say 14, 15.
Yeah.
Now, were you
Wearing a Yankees cap.
I know it's true.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I always like the look of it.
My Yanks.
I think I had it was a white one, right? With
Yeah.
obviously with the blue brim. I like that look. It was
Right.
I was a big hat wearer back then.
And you can tell that you'd taken dance lessons.
Oh, is that right? Is dancing?
There is some dancing, yes.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Were you, I assume, Captain Kirk?
I was. Well,
very good.
Yes.
No, but I was, but not really. Like, as I recall, the plot of this, which was very good,
Yeah.
is you go in the beginning, and this is early, like, green screen or whatever. You go in, and they have Leonard Nimoy and William Shatner pretending to interview you.
Oh,
It looks really weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch the whole thing, Steve?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus
A couple
Christ.
times.
Then you go on some adventure or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's like awkward.
Well, you have to save the Starship Enterprise because the aliens are plotting against you.
Yeah, so I knew nothing about, like, I never watched Star Trek in my life.
Yeah.
I think I saw Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan, but I never saw the show. I was a Star Wars guy. I was not a Star Trek guy.
Okay.
So I didn't really understand the plot of it. Like, I didn't know any of the
That's
characters.
clear.
I knew Captain Kirk and Spock. But, like, I didn't know anybody. The guy
You
who
didn't know
narrates it.
Sulu, apparently.
So when you had
Oh,
to
no, I
say
knew him.
when you had to say "beam me up, Scotty," it didn't give you a thrill.
That I knew. Obviously, I knew that. And I knew that the guy was the doctor who narrated it, right?
Yeah.
You must be a Star Trek guy, Steve.
More of a Star Wars guy.
Yeah, so there you go. So you're going to release that to the hounds today?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's actually going to be kind of a soft rollout.
A little what's
Good
good
idea,
for the
yeah.
goose is good for the gander. Maybe Fitzy can turn the tables
Well, I don't
on
think
you
I
now.
should be fired for
Buster.
that. For something I said in 1989. I don't think I should be fired for that. Just like I don't think Fitzy should be fired.
Now I don't know. Now we can do that, and Steve can ruin it.
Well, it's a private. this is a private video done. It's a shame it's been made public. I can't control that. But it's not broadcast on the airwaves. I mean, this is hate speech being broadcast on the airwaves. I can't control
I
that.
don't know.
It's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. So, what do we got the rest of the week?
Porno tomorrow.
So we'll have Portnoy. Yeah, Portnoy tomorrow, and then maybe Big Cat because he.
I think Portnoy probably Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll
All right.
probably have him on Friday. May not speak to him Friday. We'll probably have him on Friday.
Gotcha.
And we may have Big Cat on Friday as well.
All
On
right.
the sweeping end of the week.
Barstool kind of a day.
With one, if I still have a job after the Star Trek video surfaces. Yeah. Anything else? You guys got anything else or no?
I don't know. Did you have what was the Michael Vick thing? Are people still outraged
No,
about him?
care
I don't
about
understand
that.
about that.
I didn't care about that.
Yeah.
They're trying to ban them from what?
Seemed like, I was just surprised about the amount of signatures.
He got some honorary position for the Pro Bowl, and so now there's
He's
a
the coach,
petition.
I think, yeah. Or
A
the
petition,
captain,
a petition with 400,000 signatures because he hasn't, apologized enough for the dog thing.
It seemed like a lot of signatures this many years later.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's
Let
sort
the
of
guy
like-
live his life, for Christ's sake.
And should dogfighting even be illegal?
I mean, I don't even get
Yeah,
that.
probably.
But he went to fucking jail for it, didn't he? Like,
Yes,
what do you
he
want?
did.
What do you want him to do?
Yeah.
He's in jail for like 3 years.
And also, I mean, they allowed him to play in the NFL.
He played after.
So why take this away from him?
It does seem a little strange, and then they're parading around like fucking Lawrence Taylor or somebody.
Seems like boredom more than anything else.
I guess. And these fucking animal people are the craziest, though. We know that. They're just the fucking craziest. All right. So, we got
Matt Walsh coming up.
We have Milton's with them.
Yes.
Excellent. So here's Matt Walsh talking about pornography, and I guess then we're done, right?
Yep.
Excellent. All right, Matt Walsh from dailywire.com. He was all over the story on Twitter and wrote a pretty good story. I said porn should be banned, and lots of people disagreed. Here's my response to their argument, so I guess we'll just go through it because I'm one of the people who disagree. Matt, what's going on? How you doing?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. So I guess, for me, and we can talk about it, it's essentially just like I get very uncomfortable with anybody telling me something should be banned. I when we start at that point, it's hard for me to move on. I feel like I'm inflexible.
Yeah, I think that's a visceral reaction a lot of people have. I in many ways have the same visceral reaction. I'm certainly not a big government type of person, but of course there are things that the government should ban. There are laws that we all agree that there are some laws that need to be in place. Some things we need the government to do. And so then it becomes a question of, well, what exactly is the government supposed to be doing? I think we have to start at a really fundamental level. Like, what is the government supposed to do? Why do we have a government? Those really basic questions. Start from there, and then once you've answered those questions, then we can get to the question of well, we have this porn epidemic. It's doing enormous, real, measurable damage to people, to children. Should the government play some role in trying to combat it? And I think the answer is yes. Even if we do recoil a little bit at the word ban, I think the answer is still yes.
So what's pornography? So I go to Tube Galore or YouPorn or Red, whatever, and I see a male and a female having, paid actors and actresses, adult age, having sex. Your basic traditional fucking for 8 minutes. The guy ejaculates, the scene's over. Like, and you think in your mind that constitutes something that should just be wiped off the face of the earth?
I don't know if I would use the phrase "wiped off the face of the earth."
Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying. Like how, and that seems also to me to be impossible to actually. At this point, the train is so far gone from the station. I don't know how you legislate. I don't know how you make it disappear.
Yeah, well, that's a perfectly valid point. That's the point a lot of people have made, and I'm trying to say I don't have a perfect answer for it. It's also true that as it stands right now, the government couldn't, it wouldn't, but it also couldn't just pass a law banning all porn across the board. I think with the way the Supreme Court has come down on this issue over the last few decades, I think that would not be possible to do within the current legal framework. But I still think we can talk about what we think should happen and what our goals should be.
All right, what should happen?
I think my personal feeling is that what should happen is that it should be illegal for a person to post that kind of content on the internet, which is a public forum. I think that it should be illegal.
So it should be illegal for Pornhub to exist, essentially.
Essentially, on the internet, yeah.
Well, that's where they exist. I don't think I don't think there's a lot of people getting. Do you think that? All right. Well, we'll even go more old school than that. Like, let's just say I'm one of these people who actually still buy porn DVDs. I know that essentially doesn't exist anymore. If I'm an adult who does that, I pay $39.95, whatever it is, and get shipped to my house. Should that stop?
Yeah, well, that's. I was thinking about that. That's an interesting caveat. I guess now, if we got to a point where that was I'm pretty happy with. Also, be happy with the situation where it's just illegal to produce that and distribute it in any form whatsoever. You want to keep it in your house for your own benefit, then you can do that. But but to produce it and disseminate it in any way, my sort of ideal scenario would be that that's completely illegal. But of course, I also know that's not going to happen. So if we want to talk about practically, like what? Yeah,
what's a pragmatic? What's going to happen? What could happen?
Yeah, so I think there are laws. There are obscenity laws that are on the books right now that could be enforced within the current legal framework and would be consistent with what the Supreme Court has decided on these things. So we could enforce those laws. We could do things like they have in some countries, like an opt-in situation where if you want to have access to pornography, then you have to call up your internet service provider and ask for access, and all that content is going to be segregated to say a .xxx domain rather than a .com domain. There could be a much stricter laws in place to protect children from this content, to make sure that if you're going to access this content, you need to provide some sort of identification material to confirm that you are an adult. The same way that if you can't just walk in, according to the law anyway, you can't just walk into a liquor store as a child and buy liquor. And of course, we know it does happen sometimes, but you are supposed to produce ID. So those are practical things that could be done. Probably won't be, but those are things that could be done that wouldn't equate to an all-out ban. And I would be fine working in that direction. And honestly, if we were talking about it on that level, I don't even know what the argument would be against it, because you can't claim that
it's extraordinarily difficult to enact.
But also, do you see it as a form of censorship? Like, why is it different than...
It's not a form of... it is. I think even Matt would agree. It is censorship. You would concede that, right?
Yes.
Right. So, you're comfortable with censorship in this particular instance. But my thing is, once you say you're okay with that in censorship, well, then something else happens, and something else happens,
any other expression,
and then I know you responded to this in your story as well. But that's when we get down that slope, right?
Yeah, but I think that pornography, for the most part, is its own thing. It's a category. I forget who I'm paraphrasing here, but I can't define it, but I know it when I see it. I don't remember.
It was a justice. Yeah.
Right. So, and I think that does kind of sum it up. I think 99.9% of the porn you find on the internet, everyone knows that that's porn. There's not a lot of gray area.
I would agree. We've all seen it. We've all used it. We've all watched it. But my thing is, so if who are you protecting is the fight to protect kids from watching it, or people being exploited in it, or like who's your main target of protection?
Well, all of the above. I do think that there's a clear link between the sex trafficking industry and pornography. So when people talk about, well, with pornography, these are adults consensually having sex, that's not even necessarily true.
No, but it is also frequently. But it is also frequently true, though.
It's frequently true. But the problem is, as a viewer, you don't really know whether or not that is actually a trafficked woman or an intoxicated woman being
But then you're
raped.
saying you want stricter trafficking laws, it's got nothing to do with porn necessarily.
So if I said to you, hey, we have you know who Brandy Love is? Are you familiar with her work?
No, I honestly don't know who she is.
She's an adult film actress, and she's on our show once in a while. And she's, proud to be a porn actress. She's a woman. She's making a living. She's a businesswoman. She's not ashamed of it. She does it consensually.
She's a big conservative.
She's a big conservative. She does it with other adults who are also fine with it, and she makes a nice living. To me, I'm kind of like, who the hell is Matt Walsh to tell this woman she can't make a living doing something that she's comfortable doing, does it consensually, and, there's nothing illegal being done.
Well, yeah, according to the law right now, there's nothing illegal being done.
Well, according to the law right now, it's legal for me to go get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I mean, I guess it could be illegal, but it's not. So we're going by the laws that exist. I'm saying it almost seems sexist, frankly, for you to tell this woman, hey, you can't go have sex for a living.
Because it's dirty.
Yeah, because it's not right. I mean, you understand that side of the argument?
I understand what you're saying. I don't see it as sexist. I mean, I also think that heroin dealers shouldn't be allowed to go on the street corner and deal heroin, even though they're doing it consensually. Most of the time, the person accepting the heroin is also consensually doing so. And most of those are men. But I'm also against that, and I wouldn't be in favor of any law that would legalize heroin.
Sure, I would be as a libertarian, but I totally obviously understand that argument as well. I mean, that makes that makes sense to me.
Yeah, so that's why for me it doesn't just come down to consent. Do the people involved in the interaction, are they doing it consensually? That's an important consideration, but there are other things to take into account as well. And also, when it comes to consent, here's the main point, because we can, when it comes to pornography, we could talk about the sex trafficking, which I think is an important aspect. Mm-hmm. We could talk more broadly about preserving and facilitating the common good, which I think is what the government exists for. I think that's why governments are instituted in the first place. But even putting all that aside,
hold on for Matt. But by common good, you mean what common good is by pornography existing? How is that harming the common good? If it's just, you mean just the idea that it's dirty or that it's sex, or?
Well, I think it's destructive to society, destructive to families and to marriages.
That's what you believe, not necessarily. It's not the common good necessarily.
Well, but first of all, I think the statistics bear this out. I think and I would invite anyone to do it. Go on Google and look up the link between divorce and pornography use, the link between sex abuse and pornography use, the link between depression and pornography use.
How do you know porn causes all of that rather than the other way around?
I mean, depression existed. I mean, guys were getting popped with prostitutes or getting popped at rest areas before pornography. So if there's no pornography anymore, guys are going to jerk off to something else. I mean, you do understand that,
guys
right?
will be depressed, and
yeah, I mean, that's going to happen, no?
Yeah, well, then there's always been prostitutes, as you said, but there's always been, probably even go back to ancient times, there's been forms of pornography. The difference now, though, with the difference.
Some people just use still images. It's hard to believe, but it's true. Yeah, go ahead.
Right now, and people always say, people that are older will say, when I was a kid, I found my dad's Playboy under the mattress and that old thing.
Right.
But the issue now is with the proliferation of the stuff and how ubiquitous and how accessible it is, which brings me to what I would consider the central point of my argument, and I'd be fine just focusing on this.
Sure.
Which is children. So the problem here is that the internet is everywhere. Obviously, everyone has it in their house. Everyone carries it around in their pocket. Children are on the internet, and they can very easily access this material. Mm-hmm. All they have to do is punch some words into Google. They could access it on purpose. They can access it by accident.
No question.
And so every time, if you put sexually explicit material on the internet, you do so knowing that a child could very easily access it. And so what I'm saying is, I don't think you should be allowed to do that. And I also say that, we could say, well, the people who access pornography do it consensually, and so you have people consensually viewing it. Mm-hmm. I think that's not exactly true, because I think we would all agree, right, that children are not able to fully consent. That's one of the reasons why if an adult has sex with a child, we say, whether the child agreed to it or not, we say correctly that it's rape. Because the child...
Well, hold on. You got to slow down because maybe I'm getting lost here. You're saying that the child, like say 13-year-old Kirk Minihane has this ability to do it in 1987, say. If I go and look up porn and watch it, I'm not consenting to it because my brain is not quite fully formed? Or no?
You have the question. Sorry.
You got me?
Question?
Yeah, no, I think you guys are understanding each other.
Okay, so, no, all right, yeah, so I think we got it. Go ahead. No, I think I understand.
Yeah, so, yes, I'm saying that a child, when it comes to an actual sexual act, we would say that a child, an adult and a child, if they have sex, that's rape of the child, no matter if the child agreed to it or not.
Really agree with that, yes.
Right, because the child does not have the psychological or emotional capacity.
Yeah, right. Your brain is not fully formed. Yes, right. I agree.
Right. So here's my point. If a child does not have the psychological or emotional capacity to participate in a sexual act, then does it not also logically follow that a child does not have the psychological or emotional capacity to party witness?
Now you're trying to stop kids from jerking off at 13?
I'd also say this, though. That's fine, and that's your opinion. But so I have a 12-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old son. So, they could. I mean, my kids are, as you know, kids are smarter than we are, certainly than I am. If Kate wanted to, my daughter, she'd go to Amazon right now, knows a password. She could spend $7,000 on certain stuff on Amazon. Her brain's not fully formed. She doesn't really know how destructive that might be to my pocketbook or to someone else's wallet or whatever. Should we take away Amazon, the ability to get stuff there because a kid can take advantage of that as well?
Well, no, I don't think buying things on.
Well, if you spend $25,000 and that's money that means a lot to you, I mean, that's a child who doesn't quite recognize the consequences of her actions because she's not an adult yet. So by your definition, couldn't I make the same argument, though I understand it's not pornography, for Amazon or some other company? Maybe we should be able to use that for the internet because kids can take advantage of that.
Look, if there was actually a problem with millions of kids going on Amazon and spending thousands of dollars and putting their parents into bankruptcy using Amazon, then I would say, yeah, maybe there should be some regulations to make sure that kids aren't getting on there. But I don't think that's actually a problem. I also don't think that it's inherently destructive or injurious to a child to buy things on Amazon. I also think that it's a lot easier to stop a child from going on Amazon and spending $25,000.
But you also know a 13 or 14-year-old kid, boy, girl, whatever, boy, we'll just say boy because I was a 13-year-old, 14-year-old boy. They're going to masturbate anyway. This idea that if you get rid of the, they're just going to use something else. They're going to have these same things going on in their brains. I mean, that's not going to stop.
But we know anyone listening, I would encourage them to go and look at the research on it. There's tons of research done on this. You can look and you can see the effect that this material has on children.
Well, there's also research that says social media and just having a phone on you at all times has a negative effect on the children, but we don't want to ban those things, right?
I agree with that, but yeah.
Yeah, and those things do have a negative effect on children.
Should we ban those?
But like what this? Yeah, but so what do we? So we just let that slide? Like I don't know what the. It just seems to me, Matt, to be sort of an odd fight because I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Like I don't see this changing.
Well, and you're probably right that what I'm proposing isn't going to happen, but that doesn't mean that we don't argue on principle for the things that
I understand.
Happen.
No, I understand. You should fight the fights you think are right.
I also think that abortion should be illegal, and I fight over that all the time. Do I think that's going to happen in the next 5 years or 10 years? Probably not. But we still have the argument. Now, what you brought up about social media and all these other things that are harmful to children. First of all, making laws is all about assessing degrees of things. It's about drawing lines somewhere. Obviously, I'm not saying that everything that could potentially harm a child should be illegal. Obviously, you can't do that. But we all agree, though, that some things that harm a child should be illegal. Sure. And so the question is just, what are those things, and where do you draw the line? And I would say that porn belongs on the other side of that line because of how ubiquitous it is, how accessible it is, and how damaging it is, according to every study that I'm aware of that's ever been done. I'm not aware of any credible study that has ever been done. I
don't think you ever get a study. First of all, I know who commissions them, and secondly, I don't think you get a study that someone's going to say, you know what's really great for kids? Porn. Like I don't think anybody. It's like smoking. I don't think anybody. When I watch pornography, I'm thinking, you know what? I'm doing a good, productive thing here for society. I feel better about myself. It's a need, like anything else. Guys and women like to pleasure themselves. There's porn for that. And I just, and I respect, look, you're taking a line that I don't agree with. I respect your argument on it. But I just don't, to me, and I guess I just can't get past where we started. Maybe we just end here. I just can't get past the banning stuff. The banning stuff for me is always tough. And I understand we do ban some stuff, right? Absolutely. But I just think all of a sudden randomly starting to ban stuff is difficult, especially when you let these Republicans who start sort of playing this, halo card, this sort of, moral card. I get very nervous about it. I really do.
Well, to be honest, I get nervous about what has happened in conservatism in recent decades, where it seems to me that conservatives have, and I don't know if you guys identify as conservative or not, but it seems to me that conservatives have abandoned the moral argument and arguments rooted in justice and what is good and right.
Well, who's the vice president of the United States?
Oh yeah, Mike Pence, but I don't think he represents. I don't think he represents where conservatism is in the mainstream. I think I'm a libertarian, and I think libertarian streak through the Republican Party is a good thing. I think it's more inclusive. I think it brings more people on board. Well, I mean, it's sort of a different discussion.
Not really, because I think it's sort of a libertarian issue, right? I mean, you talk about banning stuff, and I mean, I think if you ask most people, I mean, I don't know. And again, this doesn't mean you shouldn't make. I give you more credit for fighting the fight, honestly, if this is what you believe. But I think if you ask 100 people, 98% would say this just isn't. It's not practical.
Yeah, you probably would. 98% of people are probably wrong on
right. You might be right. No, and you might be right. Steve, you can ask something.
Yeah. So Matt, I am a conservative, and one of the things that conservatives always talk about is the role of the nanny state or paternalistic government. And so I think that trying to ban porn at the federal level you're kind of supplanting the role of the family, isn't it? The mother and the father's job to keep their kids away from too much social media and in this instance pornography.
Yeah, and I totally believe that the government should not intrude where parents belong and shouldn't try to be parents to the child. I talk about that all the time. It's one of the big problems I have with the way things work in the public school system, for example. But once again, there are certain things that parents are not able to do, and in those scenarios, that might be an area where the government should step in. I think that the porn epidemic is so widespread at this point and so ubiquitous that there's only so much a parent can do to protect their child from it. So you can, and there are things I think we should do as parents, like, you put parental locks on if you have a computer at home, you put a parental lock on it. If your kid has a phone, you put a parental lock on that. I think kids that are younger probably shouldn't have phones at all. So you could do all of that, but the point is, unless your kid is in your sight every single moment of his life until he turns 18.
No, you're right, Matt. You're 1,000% right. So I have a daughter who's almost 13, and she's a good kid, and we do as much as we can. But I know the truth. I mean, she fucking knows way more about this stuff than I do. Like, she just does. She knows how to handle a phone, and that part of the argument I happen to agree with. This next generation know way more than we do about this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. First of all, they could probably manipulate around the controls you put on stuff.
Probably. I don't know.
Right, and when they leave the house and they go to school or they're with their friends or something, all their friends have phones.
It's terrifying. So yeah.
Right. So when to the question of, well, isn't this something for parents to do? I don't think parents can do it, and it's not a statement because parents are bad. It's just it's beyond the ability of a parent to deal with, because a parent cannot exercise that kind of control. And so I think that this is where if we do recognize it as a problem, and we do say, well, okay, it is an issue, we should try to address it, then if we can accept the fact that really parents can't address it because of the way society works right now, then who exactly should be addressing it? And I think this is where the state comes in. I think there are plenty of areas where the state intrudes where it doesn't belong, but I think that this is an area where it actually does belong. And that, by the way, is not, historically for conservatives, my position here should not be shocking or scandalous. This is something that historically, if I was making this argument 30 years ago, I think every single conservative in the country would at least take it seriously. But now we're at a point where most conservatives recoil in horror at the very notion that the government should exercise any control over obscene content. And I think that only reflects the fact that the left has won the culture so thoroughly that many conservatives accept the left's arguments, the left's cultural and moral arguments, without even knowing it. And that also troubles me.
Well, Matt, we appreciate it, and hopefully we'll talk to you down the line. I appreciate you coming on and fighting with us, because almost nobody fights anymore, so I do appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, guys.
All right, man, we'll talk to you. Thanks.
Cool. See you.
See you. All right, so that's Matt Walsh. So, I mean, I just think, we haven't spent a lot of time on this story, but I look at it and, I mean, we clearly disagree. And I like I said, we can't do this thing every day where nobody fights with us. The guy comes on and disagrees with us. Good for him. And I appreciate when somebody takes a stance that I think is completely fucking whacked.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear his... I get what he's saying. I just don't understand why this is the fight he's taking on.
So should we pull up Tube Glore?
Well, sure, because they're not pissed.
One last time, maybe. Yeah.
But I don't, it just seems to me like it's just not possible. Like
I'm more scared of a government that's powerful enough to take all the videos that they don't like down than the porn epidemic.
But now you're gonna get, it's gonna be like it's gonna be prohibition. I mean, people are gonna be watching porn in the basements.
What's the thing? You're saying not possible. Even if it is possible, I worry about it then leading to, these opinions we don't like, or these words, or these performances, or whatever.
But I also think, like I said to him, the train is gone. Like, you're not getting porn. There's a lot of porn out there. It's over. Like, he may be right, he may be wrong, whatever, but it's a fight that you can't, like, how do you possibly regulate that? How would that start?
Well, the scary thing is that he says, well, there are other governments that have done this. Well, yeah, China, Saudi Arabia, Russia, Iran. How is that working out for them?
And I don't know. I think, and obviously Matt and I disagree on this, I think a streak of libertarianism through the Republican Party is a good thing.
I agree.
I think they need that goose, whether you like it or, this old sort of, hey, say your prayers, that's not going to work anymore. The President of the United States is a Republican. Nobody thinks he thinks like that. Think Donald Trump wants porn gone?
I don't think so.
Probably fucking Bennett if you amateur porn.
I do think there's a resurgent part of the conservative movement that wants stronger government because they've got a taste of what it's like under President Trump, and they think that they can use it to wield it in their favor. But the problem is conservatives are never in control of government like they are right now. It's going to come back around.
And there is a ceiling to that Pat Robertson Republican Party thing, that Mike Pence thing. That it's an important part of it. It's a loyal part of it. It's a reason why I think Pence is a big reason why Trump was elected. I think it gave him some real credibility in that world.
Yeah.
But, this idea that, like I said, my daughter's 12, my son's 7. He's going to be 8 soon. She's going to be 13 soon. I don't like the idea of them watching pornography either, but I'm not a fucking idiot. Like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen no matter what. I did it. My dad, is a magazine not as sexualized?
I think that's Matt's argument. Yeah, it's because it's so ubiquitous, and I think you'd agree that there's just in you making fun of me for the still thing. Right. There is a difference between a hardcore video of penis smashing vagina and a picture of a woman with her boobs.
But but like, what would you like me to do about that? Like, we're gonna have Brandy Love on next week, a week from.
I think what he would say
tomorrow.
is that it's a more pressing regulatory concern to go after the online videos.
Okay, but where's the line though? Like, I mean. If you can't, like those ones on Showtime we talked about yesterday or 2 days ago.
Maybe he's just talking about shutting down the internet, but not going around and rounding up every Playboy magazine in existence. I don't know.
Or just nude images.
It's basically digital book burning.
It's also a gateway drug for these people. Like this Matt seems like he's fairly reason-minded. Like I think he understands. Like he said, but like if you get a hardcore right wing, maybe they'll just start a thing where like, well, let's get rid of every form of pornography. Just get rid of them all. It's not, I don't
or anything that is anti-Christian or
right.
Yeah.
And like I said to him, like the Amazon thing is an extreme example. It's a real one. Like, well, why do you let kids do that?
So if you've got the government ban of porn, and yesterday on the podcast, I'm describing piss porn, does that fall under the government ban?
Absolutely it does.
I would think so, yeah.
Yes, of course it does. I would think so.
I jerked off to that after. The other thing, to your point, is that I personally, and I found this when I was 15 and I find it now, that masturbating can be stress relieving, but you're never going to find a study that shows that. You know what I mean?
No, who do you think is commissioning these studies? Like, my guess is it's not, the
we
guy.
rounded up 115-years.
I'm guessing if you want to get the guy who owns, Pornhub's they're owned by the same person now. That guy wants to get a study saying, does it make you feel better to masturbate? 96% of the people would say it's stress relieving, makes you feel better, you sleep better after it.
Yeah.
And we don't see that anywhere.
No.
Maybe we should do that.
Right.
Maybe we should commission a study.
Do you feel better after you masturbate, Mike?
Always.
Steve?
Yeah. Dopamine. Huge hit.
100%. See, there you go. 100% study right there. We can send it out. But I don't know. It's this, the word banned makes me so nervous. And he's right. Like, there are things that, you should ban.
Sure.
But this, I don't.
So you build out the government apparatus to be able to take videos off the internet. How long before that's misused? There's a fake video, a deep fake of Hillary Clinton. Right. How long before they decide that can't be on the internet? Because it's dangerous to our political discourse.
The idea that porn's going to go away online is just silly. It's just, it's impossible to regulate.
Right.
Again, unless you want to be like Saudi Arabia. I'm guessing there's not a lot of Saudi Arabian porn sites.
Well, I mean, they have effectively regulated child pornography. Like they do it through immigration and customs enforcement, and they do vigorously prosecute that.
Great.
So I imagine that's what he's asking for is no-knock
you
raids on
You
servers.
and I agree that that's a good thing. Others in this room may not. But you and I...
with the child pornography,
yeah,
absolutely.
Well, you've never been strong on the issue.
Some people have their stash.
Right. Well, that's fine. But
listen.
By the way,
I was a very sexual boy.
So we take... You were smooth.
By the way, I am remarkably surprised that you didn't say, Steve, I just sent you a video. We want to play this for Matt. I was totally expecting that. I was totally expecting
a lot
that.
of humor there.
Matt, why do you have a problem with piss
Last
porn?
question I was going to ask him was, do you like a setup or do you like to watch the straight fucking right away? But it didn't seem like he was a play along.
No, he didn't really get that vibe from him. But Steve said, would it be illegal for him to describe porn? And that made me think, like,
of course.
What about every comedy show where a stand-up describes a sex act, every movie?
Yeah,
where
and Andrew Dice Clay. So I'm fucking this girl.
Right.
Well, I mean,
is that illegal then?
Well, like,
that's where you get into
or if
that.
there's a really great sex scene in a really good movie.
There you go.
Like, I don't know. I haven't seen Marriage Story. I haven't seen it yet. But Scarlett Johansson's in it, right? It's supposed to be really good. I have no idea if there's a sex scene up. Let's say they have a sex scene that's really hot. She's naked. And, and 15-year-old boys jerk off to it because that's what 15-year-old boys do when that's all they have in front of them.
It's not porn.
But it's titillating for the guy.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I'm just picking that as a rate. I have no idea. Or pick a movie.
Halle Berry in Swordfish.
Yes. Or for me, Demi Moore in Disclosure when I was younger. It was a really hot scene. I, came a river to that. Filled a river full of cum to that, if you will, as the old song goes. Like, should that be just removed now from civilization?
Evidently.
Beverly D'Angelo on Vacation?
Yes.
These are, Mama Geary and Son's home from school. Let's get a fucking part 6.
Right.
No, that's a great piece of
people
work.
should be able to see these things.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what we should have
breastfeeding at 25. Remember the great Thanksgiving anal? I mean, that's a good one. Maybe it should be banned. By the way, we taped this yesterday.
Tuesday.
Yesterday, right?
Yesterday.
Well, today, but we taped people listening. I just had lunch with Gerry after the thing. Man, is he fired up for his show. Oof.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
good. We've probably talking your ear off.
We've probably already talked about it before. We're talking about it now, but I'll just talk about it again because it's in my head. He is ready to go.
I'm excited for it.
So am I.
Honestly.
So am I.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
I have concerns, but I'm also excited. But I don't think I could have been more. I couldn't have been more supportive.
What are your concerns?
I get concerned when he starts talking about, and I talked this about at lunch, full disclosure. I like, and I know everyone jokes around about us disagree, but we don't talk about a lot of politics. I don't want two Republicans agreeing with each other for an hour. That seems like to me a fair concern. As a listener.
Well, he's trying. I mean, that's the tough thing is that.
Well, that's why I got to give.
Trying to get Reemer on.
Matt Walsh
is
a Republican, right?
He'd probably say he's more conservative than a Republican.
Well, he said he's against abortion, right?
Yeah.
And against pornography.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of Republicans.
Republican as I've heard.
There's a lot of pro-abortion Republicans.
I know, but what would you say that traditionally is which?
I would say he's more likely to align with the Republican Party than the Democrat Party.
So again, he's once again, to our larger point, since you really learned since the show started, who's willing to disagree and fight?
Oh, conservatives, no question.
Like
I think for Gerry, in Gerry's world, there's more ideological diversity in the Republican Party, so you can find disagreement within people who are right of center.
I mean, though. Like the big stories.
You don't want people getting around together and saying like, "Oh, Trump is right." No, he's really right.
Yeah, that's that. And the I don't know. When Gerry doesn't think those songs are funny or stuff, I get nervous. I'm like,
to be fair, that song was about him choking on Greg Hill's dick.
I laughed about songs about Mia McClain. Like, I mean, these things are funny.
It's a little closer to home.
No one's ever written a song about Mike, but they did hit laugh, I think. Or Steve, I think maybe. No,
I guess they're not directly about me.
I would say they are.
They are, and they're not.
Mama Gary's touches, I think, about you.
Yes, I guess so.
What's the line at the Bullets? What was the?
As the lead penetrated the night.
That's funny. She'd laugh at that.
Songwriting. She would, and she did, I think.
But I mean, I don't know. But that stuff, I get a little chill at my spine when I hear people like ban pornography. Well, I understand, like, and also this, like, and I think it's the best argument I make in the whole thing is we'll have her on next week is like Brandy Love is a businesswoman.
Right.
She enjoys it. Like she's not exploited. We'll ask her about it next week. She's not exploited. She goes in, she knows the deal. She loves it. She makes a lot of money.
That's why I said when he brought up sex trafficking, it's like, well, then you want tougher sex trafficking laws.
Which I'm all
It's not about.
Right. And we've seen these videos of these women who are super drugged out or drunk.
LJ tweets them out.
Yes. What was the big thing that went on for a while? They basically got rid of it where girls were at colleges and they make out and they were drunk. Girls Gone Wild or something like that.
Oh, well, I mean, that was a thing, yeah.
Right. But I mean, those were girls who were drunk. And
it was
they taped
exploitation.
Them. Yes. I think stuff like that, I would say I'm willing to have a conversation about that. Brandy Love goes in. She flies out to L.A., 3 days of filming. Everyone's tested. She's clean. They're adults. They're all on board. They're going to make a nice living. They go home. Who the fuck am I to tell these people not to do it?
And also,
by the way, they're also drug tested. Like this idea that this is not boogie nights where they come in stoned and fucking, a lot of Steve would say on the reefer. That's not happening.
A lot of what Brandy does is with her husband.
A lot of the like the home
like
stuff.
the Snapchat stuff and some of the stuff that she does within her own small business.
But there's also a lot where she doesn't.
Yes,
and that's fine. And who the fuck am I to tell some woman or some guy, don't put your dick there?
Right?
Like what? What the fuck? Because some 14-year-old might unlock it and see it and jerk off to it, and then if they do that, what happens?
One thing I would have liked to ask Matt is in the I guess the ranking of problems that we're facing as a society, where does children accessing
Although to his point,
rank?
like he said, it's the fight that he wants. It's what he's into. So I do it. I like that. Like I'm not going to tell somebody, it's like, we're taping this a day. So Fitzy's already been fired, right?
Yes. Fitzy has been fired.
Okay.
No, he's a good man.
Steve speaking of good man, Steve does a whole bit about a guy named Saul Goodman. Steve, why don't you hear the impression that you do of him? Is that one of your famous?
It threw me because that's also a Breaking Bad character.
I know that's right. Yes. Is that one of your famous Borsch belt bits that you always do, Steve?
It is. Yes, hasn't been as funny in the last 80 years or so.
Okay. Yeah, Saul Goodman. I should have gone with a different name. Damn it.
I know.
That's probably why I thought of it though.
Yeah. It's all good, man.
I usually go for Lenny Berkowitz.
I know you do, Steve. We all know you do.
What do you mean you usually go for?
You. Ooh, Gerry is DOWN on Cullinane, though.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
Nope.
You're lying. I can spot it now.
Nope. I didn't do my yes thing. Nope, not at all. I couldn't believe he didn't believe the Adul story. That's insane.
That seemed so to me. That didn't seem like a story you made up because you're the villain.
Well, I think even Steve, you probably couldn't see it as well. I think Steve was looking at me yesterday. And I was like, should I do this? Should I really tell this story? Or 2 days ago, the Adul story.
Yeah.
I mean, there might have been some embellishment, but
zero. Quite the opposite. I stole much more.
I prefer to live in a world where you stole $14 million from your Thai roommate while you were jacking off on his pillow. That's just the world I want to live in.
Now, in the last,
by the way, that was pre-pornography. I was still jerking off like that.
I wonder in the last 24 hours since that originally came out.
That's true. Who knows?
Has this led to Kirk's a liar?
It's a good question.
Interesting.
Great question. I'm surprised there's not a dual song yet, although maybe we've already heard 4 of them. Who the hell knows? I don't even know anymore. I can't believe $55,000 for that bid for the live show. Incredible.
Yeah, wow, they really stepped up right at the end there.
But yeah, so there you go. I'm going to do a read here, Steve, or no? Any specific?
We could just keep going and do a full show right now.
Considering it, by the way.
Drop it tomorrow.
No, we can't do that, though. There's too much stuff going on. We'll do the read later on, I guess. Yeah, so, yeah. Any other Gerry thoughts? Maybe we'll just do Gerry now.
Okay.
Right. And then we've got
for a few minutes.
Erika and DC. Well,
we'll have Erika and DC tomorrow,
maybe
hopefully.
It was before this.
Today, yeah. Well, I think we'll start there, probably. Although, who the hell knows? Who knows what's going to... Fitzy? I don't know. You know?
Right.
What do you say Fitzy loves to order at the restaurant, Steve? What was that? You did the whole thing on that? Your famous bit? That was funny. Remember you did after the show yesterday? You came in.
Don't recall.
Remember that, Mike?
Fitzy's a good man. Steve, on the other hand, that was very offensive.
Mike's uncomfortable with this.
I don't like it. I don't want to be the source of Fitzy getting fired for any of that.
I understand that he's just collateral damage. It's the old African proverb: when elephants war, the grass suffers.
I get,
Fitzy is the grass.
Hold on.
I understand.
Hold on, Mike. What was that African proverb?
When elephants war, grass suffers.
Oh, that old
elephants
chestnut.
war, grass.
You and Entercom being the elephants, Fitzy being the grass.
Yes. Well, I mean,
he's a casualty.
That's life.
Yeah, that's
right.
life.
That's life.
I don't like it.
But I think Gerry is good to go. Like I like the Gerry Callahan back and forth.
Yes, there's definitely a little chemistry there.
Feels like a show. Like if
Dave's not
all
afraid
of us,
to fight with Gerry a little bit.
Listen to the Gerry Lodge. It feels like if all of us weren't here, it'd be like a nice fill-in show. Gerry and Dave.
There you
know?
go.
That's
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
get.
yeah.
You know, you get that 4 days a week for 40 minutes or something.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. I will say this. What are you looking at?
I am a little worried that when I go to after the episode is dropped, I search Gerry Callahan podcast in the Apple Store and nothing's coming up.
It's a day later now too.
It seems seems like that should have been taken care of.
That's a DC issue, wouldn't you say?
That should have been taken care of 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Gerry didn't seem thrilled about that. Again, I'm not saying he's mad at Cullinane. I'm just saying we walked out and he was like, I don't understand why that's not up yet.
He's right. Oh, now
his consultant, his strategist probably could have spotted that as well. The chief strategist.
Well, I don't think he has a cell phone though.
Does he have an assistant chief strategist who might be more hip?
He's got a younger
with it?
guy. He's got the chief strategist's son, who's like 72 or something, is there as well.
Here's my half defense of Dave: is that when you do that, sometimes with Apple it takes 1 day, sometimes it takes 2 weeks.
So knowing that,
yeah, but he just did it 2 weeks. But he just did it today, Mike.
So
he was in the hallway.
Yeah, right.
Wouldn't that be a good thing to have in your pocket like 3 months ago? They've been talking about this since fucking September.
That's why I said
if you did it too early, someone might just by chance search Gerry Callahan Show podcast
and say,
I'll defend him again. It took him a while to come up with that name.
I did.
But you
Who
can
knows?
also
Was it going to be show? Was it going to be podcast?
You can also change that later.
We heard that debated. What was funny about that? Do.
I don't get it.
I sky jumped one time. It was terrible. I'm looking.
I think the
forward
kid
to it.
did good in here yesterday, Jerry.
He did fine.
Yeah.
And he's got a nice rotating group of,
Two guys.
Kurt Schilling, Turtle Boy, and me. And I'm going to do the second show, I guess. I'm gonna have to
I think it's smart. I think it's smart for him to do the second show.
I told him that afterwards. I said, for a number of reasons. Number one, you want to get all the shit fixed. And number two, if you have me on first, it's all downhill from there. I'm not saying to be an asshole,
right?
But the people want to hear me and Jerry together, that crowd.
It's like, it'd be like having Brandy Love as your first.
Well, sort of.
It's all downhill from there.
Yeah, I guess. But then people are going to be like, oh, is Kirk going to be on again? Is Kirk going to be on again? Oh, Christ, this fucking show. Like, it's sort of, it's a good idea.
It gets them ready for...
I'll go on every month or so. I know Mike volunteered, and Jerry seemed into that.
He did, seemed very into it.
After the show, did he book you for a couple of appearances?
He did, yeah. I'll be on in
you should
December
go on
of
there.
next year.
How about this? I pitched Jerry this idea. This will make the people at Barstool happy.
Ooh.
Jerry's big in Maine, so was I. Am I? So am I. So as I.
So is.
Thank you. We should maybe do a dual live show together in the summer.
Yeehaw.
That'll piss the people at Barstool off pretty good, I think.
Why?
Because they're going to be like, why is this guy
Why
not
is
at
Jerry
Barstool?
involved?
Yeah.
No, it's fine. We'll give a proportionate ticket revenue.
Oh, yeah, I told Jerry he gets a 6%.
90-10.
Yeah, I said 94.6.
All right, yeah. That'll keep Barstool happy.
Yeah, and that'll keep Jerry happy.
We'll pay
God.
for Jerry's gas.
That seems fair. But he is, I'm glad. I'm happy. I didn't think he was going to be fired up. He's fired up.
Good.
It's going to be...
It's about time.
Politics, sports, and revenge. You know that. You know that. You know that, Robinson.
I told you that.
Yeah, people care about Brady and Trump. That's it.
The Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday thing is a little interesting, but
people like football on Monday. Here's what I would do. I have a weird idea from Mike. This is the days I would do it if I were him. I do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's what I would try and do.
That is weird.
For an hour, and then I appreciate Jerry's thorough. This is being overthought.
Probably.
Which is the thing I've said from the beginning.
But
I know, but
I would say, in Jerry's defense, given that he's just jumping into this, and this idea that I couldn't do a podcast on my own is also absurd. By the way, it's like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm going to do it in about a year, so we'll see. But you were saying like September, just do it. I disagree. I think somewhere in the
because
middle.
I knew he was going to be dragging his feet, so I was pushing him. I was being a little bit more zealous in the just do it category.
I suppose.
I also don't think 4 days a week is a terrible idea.
I don't either. No, I don't either, but I don't know why.
I mean, I don't know if Steve says the Kirk Minihane Show downloads are higher on Friday. But
they are?
Yeah, they get higher as you go into the weekend.
But I don't know if that's the case for every podcast.
Our show's different. I mean,
right. You're following a storyline throughout the week, whereas Jerry's doing news.
Yeah, although I think Jerry's going to try to sort of, Cullinane will be a character, and these different people.
Yeah, but he's still talking about.
Yes.
He's not going to have. All right, Dave, hit a parody song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know that. It's not, but every time it'd be the same way. Not funny. Nope. Next.
I don't know why Kirk does this.
We're going to play lawn darts.
That was a good line. I like that.
That was a good line. But he looks at Cullinane. He likes him, but he looks at him. He's aware of Cullinane's many weaknesses.
Well, I guess we all kind of glossed over this. He threw this out there, and we just moved on. But he said, someone wants me to get a second producer.
Yes, but in addition to Dave.
Right.
That's a consultant, I'm sure.
Right. Interesting.
But,
I found that
you're going to have Jerry, who right now isn't working. He's paying for this himself.
That's the thing.
Is going to have a producer, a consultant, and another producer for an hour pod. And he's paying for guests, I assume.
I think for Jerry's perspective, just shoot for revenue neutral.
Yeah.
Initially. Yeah. But, I think he's going to do well. I told him afterwards. So Mike won't believe me. So we finished having lunch.
I saw it.
Oh, you saw it?
I witnessed this. Yes, because I was waiting for you to get back here.
Right. Is that him? He's here.
And he wanted to take a picture, but he's what I call a Jerry guy. I run into these guys all the time, and the guy's like, what are you guys going to do next?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm doing the podcast and Jerry's doing it. The guy's like, oh, how do I
find that?
Yeah. And I'm like, get the fuck away from me. You know, whatever. You're never going to listen to it. So Jerry, you know, we took a picture with him and everything. Of course, Mike, you know, I had a United States employee kiss my ass 2 days ago in front of Mike.
Again, you've that's true.
A member of the Postal Service.
You missed your chance for a great line.
I did. So the other day when it was raining, 2 days ago, technically yesterday, whatever. Show ends. We go downstairs. They give us that box of condoms that Steve's using right now. He's got 12 of them on right now. So the guy, you could tell is a fan, right? And he says that somebody lives nearby, da-da-da. It was pouring outside, and he walked out, and I turned to Mike. I said, I blew it. I should have said, stay dry, buddy. Stay dry.
Stay dry out there.
That's my barber who's coming up this week, and next week maybe. I can't wait. I'm ready.
Hey, hopefully it'll be rain that day.
That's true.
Well, it wouldn't make sense if you say it.
No.
He'd have to say it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But today I would be like, oh, warm today.
Another hot one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jeez. Ooh, you don't like this weather? Wait 10 minutes. No, I just get in the car and drive away.
I would think you would despise that. It's funny that you
I like
for that.
I like mocking it, and like I'm telling you, something I like better than sitting in the barbershop.
You're just making a little joke for yourself.
Yeah. Yes, and I like the guys too, but I love sitting there waiting and people talking. I could sit in the barbershop all day long.
Now, would you? So, me and my girlfriend got in an Uber the other day, and it was probably like a 15-minute ride.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy goes, very nice guy, but he tells us about his son as
no,
a pig roast business.
No, I have no interest in that.
Okay.
No. I like
that makes more sense.
No, I wouldn't say a word. Traditional settings I like better. Like your barbershops. I even like the supermarket occasionally. I'll speak to the clerk at the supermarket, whatever that's called, the supermarket. Yeah.
Banal chit-chat and then out.
What's that?
You like banal
yes,
chit-chat
I do.
and then out.
I do. And I forget, I said something to a woman in the supermarket a few months ago, and she said she was going to keep that line. It was very witty.
I wish I knew.
Forget what it was. Damn it.
Sure, I would like it.
Shit. But it was a tremendous moment.
I don't like talking in Ubers period.
If the guy is very nice, I don't mind. Like, that guy was, like, overly nice.
You never know who you're talking to, though.
Yeah, but usually I go with the
What the hell does that mean?
Adjust the earphones.
A double agent or something?
Could be a spy. Who knows? Could be a friend of Shirley.
I do treat every Uber conversation
I'm
like
a friend
it's
of
being
Shirley.
recorded.
We're working together on a big story right now. We're taking down one of the biggest comedians in American history.
He's a good man.
You think he's a good man? Steve, where would you rank him? I mean, this is a war criminal or no?
I would say alive or historical.
Yeah.
Alive, you've got Kim Jong-un.
Mm-hmm. Who, by the way, you want to hear him tell some jokes about a political figure. Whether you hear Fitzy's Kim Jong-un stuff. Oh, my goodness. Jesus.
Kim Jong-un, the Ayatollah, and then tied for third, Xi Jinping and Fitzy.
Listen, he was getting big laughs. You heard that correct.
Listen, I'm a slave to comedy like anybody else.
I mean, Hitler got uproarious applause at his speeches, too.
Right.
It doesn't make it right.
Yeah, but that's you watching his speeches. Thank you.
Just making the same old joke over and over again, just like MHB said.
I remember him. Jesus. What was that, 3 days ago we had him on?
Yeah.
All right, well.
Milton's? You do Milton's right now if you want.
Okay. Sure. Winter's going to be it's already here. I mean, we're here with winter, although I know yesterday was a really nice day. And today, here on Wednesday, it is Snowsville. What we get? How much snow did we get today, Mike?
4 feet.
Okay.
It's peacoat season.
Yes.
It's what?
Peacoat season.
Peacoat season?
I've got you.
Yes,
season.
Thank you. There's no better place to take care of all your cold winter needs than Milton's, the store for men. Winter coats are just $99. I mean, come on. If you're a Minifan, you want to look good in the winter at a great price and help out a great company. Our friends at Milton's. If you're driving around Massachusetts, South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill. Online, by the way, if you're anywhere else or Massachusetts, you want to just make it a little easier for yourself. Holidays are coming as well. Want to look good for the parties or get something for the man in your life? Go to Miltons.com. That's Miltons.com. They will take care of you. Show your support for us and Miltons and buy yourself or someone else a new winter coat today. Tell you something. Buy it for a homeless guy. $99.
Yeah.
Why don't you do that? I'll do that.
Even I can afford that. These low prices.
You definitely can. You make the money. Miltons.com. Go to Miltons.com and do that today.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.
I